Alright, welcome in guys. Thanks so much for stopping by here as we are back on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube where I call play-by-play basketball games. Looks like we already have somebody who is on the stream, guys. Welcome in here to the broadcast. Fun NBA toys. Welcome back once again. You likes the Sixers in this one. Welcome in, Vaughn. Thanks so much for stopping by. And Jim, welcome to the broadcast here, Jim. So I call play-by-play a basketball action. Tonight we have this game taking place at the Raptors home court of Toronto at Scotiabank Arena. 29-14, number 3 in the Eastern Conference, and a 4-game winning streak as they take on the Philadelphia 76ers at 5th in the Eastern Conference, 29-16 overall. Before we start the video, make sure to drop the like down below, hit the subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. The Raptors being red hot. Last 4 games, all 4 wins. I'll go through the last 3 here for you guys. For the Raptors, crushed the Wizards back on Friday, 140-111. By the way, they made 22 3-point shots in that victory over Washington on Friday. Marc Gasol made 6 of those, and Terrence Davis, the rookie from Ole Miss off the bench, dropped down 23 points, 5 off 3-point shots. The Timberwolves, they played the Timberwolves on Saturday. Raptors beat them by 10, 112, 122-112. Another great shooting performance, 52% from the floor, and Fred VanVleet led the scoring, 29 points. Kyle Lowry dropped down 28. Norman Powell has been huge as of late here for the Raptors as he was knocking down constant. Last 5 games here, 23.6 points per game he has scored in the last 5 games to start out his 2020 campaign for Norman Powell. He has been huge off the bench. He dropped down 27 in the game on Monday against the Atlanta Hawks. Welcome, guys, to the broadcast here. I already got a pretty good crowd. Yes, you told me that yesterday, so Jackson is Fun NBA Toys' life name, so that is Jackson. Vaughn today putting here, today those kids told me to punch a student to the head. Didn't do it. Good, you didn't do it. Don't listen to those kids. And you told the gym teacher about it. He already emailed the principal. There you go. Good job. Taking initiative right there, Vaughn. That's what you have to do. You're not getting in trouble. Don't listen to them at all. Hey, what is good? Vegas Vix, welcome into the broadcast. Hey, what is good? Frank from Procaccini Games, welcome back in here. And Patrick, welcome in here once again. Patrick's not sure who to pick yet in this one. Welcome in Bradley. And Jim, welcome Jim to the broadcast. And Chase as well. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Yes, Eli Manning, big announcement Friday. He's going to announce his retirement. Man, did any of you guys catch that game yesterday? Kansas State versus Kansas. I know I was calling a back-to-back doubleheader. Kentucky against Georgia, Duke against Miami yesterday. But if you guys didn't see the video, highlights from that huge brawl that happened at the end of the game, Kansas versus Kansas State. Well, everything just went down today, like the last 15 minutes, with what is going on with the following suspensions. Silvio De Souza gets the brunt of it, basically. 12-game suspension for De Souza for Kansas, as what he did is that he threw punches. He also was the one who blocked the layup by Antonio Gordon with no time left to go, but De Souza standed right over Gordon after the game was finished, taunted him, and then he started throwing punches, which drew the fight. And then after that, that fight grew out right into the handicap section of the court at the Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas. And oh man, it was just a terrible sight to see yesterday. De Souza then picked up a stool. De Souza picked up a stool, lifted it up in the air. If it wasn't for one of his assistant coaches, that could have been Myles Garrett 2.0 once again. But, geez, that could have been worse there. But he gets a 12-game suspension. David McCormick for Duke got a 2-game suspension. James Love, who was in street clothes for Kansas State, got an 8-game suspension. And Antonio Gordon got a 3-game suspension. Hey, welcome to the broadcast here, AJ Regis. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe. We're going to tip off this game in a little bit right now, probably about 10 minutes or so to tip off. We'll keep you guys updated with what else is going on throughout the scoreboard tonight with a bunch of games throughout the NBA. Welcome on Sportscaster, Leah and Wah. Thanks so much for stopping by on Sportscaster. Yeah, Vegas Vix missed that. Hopefully you had an awesome midterm, man. Hopefully midterms went well for you, Vegas Vix, and everything was pretty good for your midterm. Hopefully you were able to turn in a nice A+ that you got on your midterm exams there. But if you have any more midterms this week, I wish you the best of luck. Let's see. Yes, welcome in Landon to the broadcast. Should be suspended for the rest of the season. I do agree. 12 games is not enough. I counted Kansas' schedule. He got a 12-game suspension, and they have 13 games remaining in the regular season. So 13 games left. The last game, I think, takes place at, I think it's like March 7th or so for the last game. Yes, so I gained like 2 subs since like the last 2 days. Chase is putting out here. I covered a double header yesterday for college basketball. Kentucky versus Georgia and Duke versus Miami yesterday. So let's see what we got tonight, as I'll be calling play-by-play here of basketball. Vegas Vic's got exams tomorrow. Wish you the best of luck, man, and Friday as well. Hopefully you'll do well. I know that you'll be able to do well and everything. Go out there and do your best, and hopefully it'll be a pretty good grade for you. Looks like Landon's doing this game as well over on Sportscaster. Cool, man. Chase honestly kind of wants Toronto to beat Philly because his team is the Portland Trail Blazers. And Vaughn putting here, hopefully tomorrow this is over. Yes, hopefully those bad kids in your gym class, hopefully that is over with them. So, here we go. We're going to tip off this game probably about 5 to 8 minutes here, as I call play-by-play of basketball. College basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA playoffs, all on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I am 24 years old, by the way, so I'm 24 years old. I work a full-time job, and then I come home for you guys and call play-by-play in my spare time. So if you guys enjoy what I do, drop the like down below. Almost 2 likes here in the pregame of 4:10. This is awesome. We get an actually pretty good crowd here in the pregame, which is absolutely awesome. Landon putting Kentucky's game, yes, at Texas Tech. It's at Texas Tech on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Most expensive game of the week, wow. In all of college basketball or the NBA, the price has an average price of $393.50. That's insane. Man, I can't believe that's higher than what the NBA games are costing for just like a college game. College is much shorter, too. That's a non-conference game, too. Big 12 versus SEC with a Big 12 SEC challenge on Saturday. NFL will never be the same without Eli Manning. Yeah, it's the Giants just trying to find their identity now at quarterback with Daniel Jones. Because we've seen a lot of these quarterbacks or so, it's so different now. Because I remember growing up seeing Eli play, and now we're at basically the last batch of quarterbacks that I grew up seeing play. Brady, Breeze, Rivers, and now it's just on to like all the new generation, like right after that, basically. That's it for like the old 2000s generation. Chase's biology teacher gave us a study guide with like 10% of the actual test, but 90% of the test was not on the study guide. Missed 23 out of 32. Oh, man. I feel sorry for you, brother. Yikes, that's stuff that the teacher just wasn't teaching or anything that you guys probably didn't even hear of the questions before. Jim putting out here, he sold tickets when he went to Texas Tech. Sports teams never did well to make any money. I know the football team, I think late 2000s, they had Michael Crabtree, Graham Harrell was the quarterback for Texas Tech. They were ranked #1 in the nation for a week. I remember that game. They beat Oklahoma. I think that was like in 2009. That was like the Saturday game of the week, too. So we're going to be getting to action here just soon. Make sure to hit the like if you guys are new. Hit the subscribe button, as they call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This game taking place at Toronto tonight between the number 3 team in the Eastern Conference in the moment, the Toronto Raptors, 29-14 overall, taking on the Philadelphia 76ers, 29-16, number 5 in the Eastern Conference for this battle tonight here. For the 76ers, coming off a W at the Brooklyn Nets back on Monday, 117-111 the final. Ben Simmons had a triple-double, 34 points, 12 assists, and 12 rebounds. Shot the ball great, 12 for 14 from the floor. Al Horford with 19 on Monday. Josh Richardson and Tobias Harris with 15. For the Raptors, coming off a W against the Hawks on Monday, 122-117. Norman Powell keeps on producing off the bench. He dropped down 27 in the victory. Fred VanVleet had 20, Siakam had 18. Yes, same here with me, Patrick. Same here that I'm glad I don't need to deal with school stuff anymore now since I graduated a couple of years ago. Man, once you guys get into college, you guys will understand what life is like. Like when I was in college, I didn't have any time to sit down and watch any sports or anything. Like I didn't have a chance at all. It was just constantly study, study, study. Vegas Vic's putting, we're never gonna see another quarterback like Tom Brady and Drew Brees when they retire. Yeah, the whole generation. That's it now. Brady, Brees, and Rivers. That is it. Jim pointing out here, yeah, it was clutch. They beat Texas, though Oklahoma kept them on the national contention. Oh, yes, yeah, it was back in '09. Texas, yeah, Texas Tech. So it was the game against Texas. Yeah, that was it then, because Colt McCoy, I think, was the QB back in '09 for Texas, or around that time, I believe. It's been a while. Welcome on the channel, Admiral. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I call play-by-play of basketball. We've yet to tip off this game. We're going to tip off this game in about 3 to 5 minutes or so between these two teams tonight. Raptors versus 76ers. Actually, maybe even quicker right now. They're just going over the highlights between these two teams before we get tipped off. Welcome on Sportscaster. I am the Manea. Thanks so much for stopping by over on Sportscaster. I appreciate it. Mike Leach, a legend. Jim putting here. Mike Leach is just great offensive-minded head coach. Washington State, I believe, they were #1 in passing yards this season in college football. Now he's going over to Mississippi State. They actually gave him an extension at Washington State, but he took the Mississippi State job earlier this month. Hey, welcome in Uncle Pizzle, 12:12 a.m. It's going pretty well. Thanks so much for stopping by. I love the dedication, Uncle Pizzle. Once again, thank you for being here. Yes, definitely. Worry about the education. Now, if you guys are in school, it's all about getting good grades, getting a good education, and if you get those good grades, the colleges higher up are going to see you, and they'll be able to accept you into those colleges wherever you want to chase your dream and stuff like that. And then after you go to college, it's basically all about getting your degree when you go to college and everything. So welcome, guys, in the broadcast. Yes, fun NBA toy sub yesterday. I appreciate it with a sub yesterday. Yes, college basketball fight last night. Kansas versus Kansas State. Yes, I will. I'll break it down for you. So 10 seconds remaining. Kansas is blowing out Kansas State by 21. Kansas dribbles the basketball, or tries to dribble out the clock with Silvio De Sousa, who is the main instigator, basically, of the fight. But Kansas State, one of their players, comes in and steals the basketball for K-State. And then he tries to go in for a meaningless layup with a second remaining. De Sousa of Kansas blocks the ball from behind with like a lot of steam on it. De Sousa then hovers over the K-State player while he's on the ground at the baseline. And then the fight right after that breaks straight up out. De Sousa for Kansas was basically in it. Bench clearing brawl. K-State players come out. One of the guys, I think his name is James Love for K-State, came out in his street clothes and started punching Silvio De Sousa of Kansas, and it just went in there. What the worst part about it was that the whole entire fight happened in the handicap section of the court. The seating for the disabled section, that they sit right behind the basketball hoop where it's at level with the court, that's where the fight took place, and that was the worst part about it. And it took place like right behind the cheerleading section too, so it was terrible. De Sousa then grabbed a stool, put it up in the air. He was up in the air with his stool, and luckily his assistant coach came in and reached for the stool from behind and stopped him with it. If that happened, it would have been Myles Garrett 2.0. But here we are, guys. We're going to get the tip-off in just a moment. Make sure to drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hey, welcome to the channel, Kasparos. Welcome in here. Who will win? If I had to predict this game, I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I'm actually from Massachusetts, a Celtics fan, but they cover play-by-play of college basketball, NBA, March Madness tournament. If I had to predict this game, I would go with the Raptors at home today. Raptors are pretty dominant at home this season, red hot lately. They've got some good bench production as of late. The 76ers have struggled away from home, only 9-14 so far this year. Uncle Pizzle, I appreciate it. He is a part of my basketball routine. I appreciate it, Uncle Pizzle. Welcome to the channel, Luke. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Did the coach grab the chair from Sosa, or did Sosa drop it himself? I believe it was the coach from behind who stopped him That's I read a article. I think there were 2 articles that I read with that they listed the assistant coach's name. Because one of them said he dropped it from behind. That was the early indications. I think Bleacher Report said that. And then the later articles that came out later referenced, the Associated Press was one of them. They referenced that it was the assistant coach who stopped it. So here we have it. We're going to tip off at the half-court circle before I start the stream. Make sure to drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe. Raptors coming in today with the black jerseys with a white lettering on them, and the 76ers in the white jerseys with a blue lettering as Philadelphia tips off the ball first, and Philly gets it. Ben Simmons passes over to Josh Richardson. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Passing over to Horford. Bounce pass inside Simmons. Swings it back out. Right corner 3. They take it. Thibault misses it. Rebounded by Siakam of Toronto. Toronto now with the basketball. Pascal Siakam, top of the key. At the right elbow for Siakam. Makes his move. Guarded by Horford. Spin move. Jumper. Siakam. This one's off the mark. No good. Simmons grabs the rebound. We just started. First 30 seconds of this game. Philadelphia, by the way, going left to right on the court. Toronto going right to left. Philly takes the 3, left wing. It's up. It's good. 76ers on the board first there. Al Horford draining down the triple. If you guys are new to the channel, drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play basketball action here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This is awesome. 20 people watching right now as we just start out the game. Toronto swings it over. Top of the key. Ball stolen away by Philly. Philly 3-on-2 fast break. Here they go. They have it at the free throw circle, making their move inside for Philly. And they're going to stop and just release it back outside. Bad pass, and it goes into the backcourt. Out of bounds. Intended for Matisse Thybulle, but over Thibault's head and out of bounds. Raptors get the ball back. First minute of the game. Welcome back here, Enver. Thanks so much for stopping by again. I appreciate it. Yes, listen to Uncle Pizzle. My name is Sal, by the way. Uncle Pizzle believes that I'm a legend. Everyone, subscribe and like. I appreciate it, Uncle Pizzle. Raptors take a 3. No good off the mark. Rebounded Philly. Philly with the ball, low post, and they get it stripped and stolen away. Lots of contact, no foul. Siakam has it. Passes over to the left wing. Van Vliet with the basketball for the Raptors. Van Vliet swings it over right wing. They take a 3. This one is up, off the mark. No good by Lowry. Toronto gets the offensive rebounds. Toronto dribble drive right baseline, dishes it back outside. Nice passing over to Siakam. Takes the 3, left corner. It's up. It's good. Tied up at 3. That was nice perimeter passing right there from the inside baseline to the top of the key over to Siakam at the left corner to drain it. Toronto with the ball. First 2 minutes through the game. 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Raptors. Free throw circle. Swings it back out. Left corner. They take a 3. This one no good off the mark. They get the offensive rebound. Horford feeds it over to Simmons. Simmons in the paint. No good. Ball pinwheels around. Simmons gets it back. Lays it up and in himself for 2. It's 5-3. 76ers lead it. 9:50 left to go in the first. Raptors dribble drive inside and lots of contact as Fred VanVleet gets fouled in the paint. It's Matisse Thybulle picks up the foul for Philadelphia. Hey, welcome on Sportscaster. Vaughn, welcome back on Sportscasters. He is on YouTube as well. Welcome on the channel here on YouTube. I don't know anymore. Welcome in today. Let's see. He's got Wizards play the Heat today. There's a bunch of games going on tonight in the NBA. Once we get to our first break in the game, yep, 7:30, Wizards Heat. Raptors with the basketball. Top of the key, Lowry. Dribble drive inside for Kyle Lowry. Oh, nice pass. Low post, and they lay it up and in for 2. It's going to Marcus Gasol. Tie game up at 5. Great game so far. 9:25 left to go in the first half. Philly and Toronto as the 76ers dribble past the half-court logo. Tobias Harris has it the edge of the Raptors logo now, looking to pass it. He does, swings it out to Horford. Lobs it now to Simmons. Simmons left baseline with the basketball, guarded by Siakam. Simmons with 4 in the shot clock. Swings this back over to the right corner. Thybulle takes the little floater on the key. Thybulle hits it for 2. 7-5. Philly up by 2. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Toronto takes the 3-point shot, draws the contact. Matisse Thybulle again picking up another foul. See if it's we'll see if it's shooting foul or not in just a moment. Thybulle picked up the foul just a moment ago. Let's see. Uncle Pizzle puts, I bet the Knicks beat his Lakers tonight. I wouldn't bet that much there. Ooh, man. That game is actually in New York, but you should think that the Lakers should be able to take that. That they would need to bounce back after that. Yes, and definitely what we were pointing out a couple minutes ago with the whole Silvio de Sousa thing with a stole there. Luke is pointing out that's what it looked like, but yeah, it could have been so much worse, definitely. They dodged the bullet right there from last night. I appreciate Uncle Pizzle putting out that I should work on Fox. That'd be pretty cool someday. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Free throws coming up for the Raptors. First one, no good by Kyle Lowry, as it is a miss. No Joel Embiid today. No Joel Embiid once again, still recovering from the torn ligament injury in his finger for Embiid. Second shot coming up at the free throw line. The Raptors hit it with Kyle Lowry. 7-6 now the score. If you guys are new to the channel, drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play of basketball action as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Philly with the basketball. Ben Simmons has it, top of the key. Swings it over to Horford at the right wing. Passes to the right corner. They take a three. It's up. No good off the mark by Harris. Rebounded by the Raptors. Raptors now with the ball. Top of the key. Lowry swings it over to the right corner. 3-point perimeter. Raptors have it with 8:35 left to go on the clock. Lowry dribbles now at the right wing with a 3-point perimeter. Puts up the 3-point shot. This one no good off back iron. Rebounded by Tobias Harris of Philly. Philly with the ball. 8:25 left to go. Ben Simmons has it left wing, 3-point perimeter, dribble drive inside, reverse hand, goes down, up and in by Ben Simmons for two. Simmons coming off a triple-double, by the way, against Brooklyn. They have swept the Brooklyn Nets last 2 times they have played them in the last 2 weeks. Nice pass inside, low post in the backdoor cut. With a layup, it goes down by Siakam for two. 9-8 the score. And we got a foul now in the court. Ooh, Josh Richardson in a little bit of pain as he is down courtside. Let's see what happened here with Richardson. See, he was just guarding Van Vliet, and he made contact with Van Vliet. So it looks like we're going to go to the first break in this one. Never good when you see like a star player go down for the team. Hopefully there's nothing severe for Josh Richardson. But we'll go to our first break in the game right now. In the action, and we'll get back after these messages on the court. 8:08 left to go in the first half as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Alright, back to the chat. Yeah, so, Suvio was gonna hit the other player with a chair the WWE way, yes. That is what was gonna happen. That was gonna be Myles Garrett 2.0 once again from yesterday. Man, that was bad enough itself just looking at the fight. Never mind what could have actually happened. The worst part is that it all took place in the handicap seating section in the arena. Like, that is just terrible. One of the ladies, she had a Kansas, I think it was like a Kansas sweater on, and she was grabbing the leg of DeSouza when he picked up the stool and trying to stop him, and there's like a picture of her. They got so many good pictures from yesterday. Like it's, man, those are gonna be like iconic sports images for like decades and decades to come. It's gonna be like I don't know if you guys, well, I wasn't born in 1979, but the whole Daytona 500, if you guys remember back in 1979, the iconic images from the whole fight there, Cale Yarborough, Bobby Allison, Donnie Allison, man, it's just gonna be like that once again, but color images, and they got some of the like best images that I have seen in a long time from like a sports fight. Crazy. Fun NBA toys putting out here. Thanks to you. I appreciate it. How many points will Zion score tonight? Over or under the 10? Oh, man. I feel like he's going to be on a minute restriction tonight. I'm going to go under 10. I'll probably say 8 for Zion. Most likely. He's going to be on a minutes restriction, I see. I'm probably like 8 to 10 minutes most likely tonight. Whereas like the fans for the Pelicans, I feel like they think that he can go out and straight up play 30 minutes in the first game, but I feel like he's gonna be on a minute restriction from like what Alvin Gentry has been saying and a lot of the stuff lately. But yeah, that is huge tonight. ESPN is just hyping this up and hyping this up and hyping this up. Like, hopefully he just doesn't get hurt. Like, the Pelicans have a legit shot to be in the playoffs and play against the Lakers in the first round. Like, if they're able to get that number 8 seed in the Western Conference, they have a shot to do so. It's up for grabs now. So I'm going to update you guys. Scoreboard update, actually, in the NBA since we're on commercial break. We'll see what's going on right now. Is 9-8 is the score. Philly leads by 1. Other games at the moment, Thunder lead the Magic 20-14. Kings lead the Pistons 16-13 as we get back to action. 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter here in this stream. Philly with the basketball. Dribble drive inside low post. They float up the shot. Too high off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by the Raptors. Raptors with the ball now. Top of the key. They take a three. This one is up. This one, not a good shot by Lowry. Hits the bottom left part of the backboard. Rebound, Philly. Simmons makes his move. Dribble drive inside for Ben Simmons. Passes over to Horford. Horford, right baseline. Jay gets it. Gets it for the two-point shot. It's good. 11-8 the score. 7:30 left to go in the first half. Toronto going the other way. Coast to coast. Laying it up for two at Siakam. Back to a one-point game. Hey, welcome in, Avery. Thanks so much for stopping by. What is good here? I appreciate it. Philly with the basketball. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe. As I call play-by-play and behind the arc basketball on YouTube. Philly takes the three, right wing. It is up. It is good. From the outside by the 76ers. That is a two-way player. Shake Milton for the 76ers, getting his first time in playoff action, play in action today. He drops down the three-point shot. 14-10 to score. Toronto inside. Turnaround jumper. No good by Siakam and rebounded by Philadelphia. Simmons with the basketball top of the key. Dribble drive inside by Ben Simmons. Pass it over to Horford. Horford takes a jumper. This one, he has money on. Another deep two by Al Horford. Back-to-back jumpers good by Big Al. 16-10 the score. 6:35 left to go in the first half. Raptors with the basketball. Lowry, top of the key. Swings it back over to Gasol. He takes a three. This one is up. This one is good. 16-13 with a big fella getting in the action. Dropped down 6 3-point shots, by the way, last Friday against the Wizards. 16-13 the score. 6:20 left to go in the first half. Ben Simmons dribbles towards his left. Now at the left elbow, swings it back to the right corner. Open three. Korkmaz as open as you can get, and Furkan drains it just like that. It was a week ago where I called Brooklyn versus... it was Philadelphia versus Chicago last Friday, and Furkan Korkmaz had a career high in 3-point shots. Raptors with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Gasol. Gasol back in his way, low post. Turnaround jumper. This one is up. This one is money. Looking like we're going to get a ton of points tonight, guys. A lot of points. 19-15 to score. Let's see what we got. Celtics against Memphis. That game will tip off in 2 minutes. So 7:30, that game will tip off. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play. Philadelphia with the basketball. Tobias Harris makes his move inside. Jumper to key. This one is up. This one is good. Money for Harris. Both of these teams shooting the ball well from the floor right now. 5:25 left to go in the first half. Toronto, dribble drive inside with a layup. Too high off the backboard. No good by Van Vliet. Rebounded by Philadelphia. Philly with the ball in transition. They take a three. Harris misses it off the mark. No good. Rebound. Toronto. Toronto with it. Past the half-court logo. Swings it out to the left wing. Lowry. Ball pinwheels around to get it with Van Vliet. Van Vliet. Bounce pass. Stolen away here by Tobias Harris. 2-on-1 fast break. Harris. And he gets the ball poked from behind. Philadelphia hitting a lot of open jumpers. Welcome in, Tom over on the channel. So yeah, Philly's hitting a lot of open jumpers. Korkmaz straight on wide open right corner three a couple moments ago. Horford has made his back-to-back shots from deep too. It's been a lot of scoring so far in this game, but welcome on the channel. Welcome in, Blue Samurais. Thanks so much for stopping by once again, my man. 21-15 to score. As Philadelphia has the basketball. Ben Simmons, top of the key, swings it over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz dribbles towards his right, now at the right baseline for Furkan. Furkan, right baseline dribble, swings it back to the left corner perimeter. They have it with Shake Milton, swings it back out to Korkmaz, takes a three. He is money. Furkan Korkmaz, 6 points so far, draining down triples for the second-year player. He is doing it once again tonight. Toronto with the basketball, 4:33 left to go in the first quarter, and they call a timeout on the court. If you guys are new, drop the like down below, hit the subscribe, and welcome in, guys, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yes, I did. I saw Kansas State versus Kansas, the fight last night. That was crazy. Man, so many people have asked me about that. I did a whole full description before this video started with Uncle Pizzle asked me about like what went down yesterday, and I did a full description. I might do a video on it by the way tomorrow for you guys on YouTube and Sportscaster to describe everything if I do have time. Was Raptors 5.5 point favorites a bad choice? It's still early in this game. If I had a bet on this game, it's still very, very early. I would take the Raptors in this one. I don't know what I would take them by though. Like, I know it'd be a close game. I'd probably take them by 4 or 3 points to win it, I feel like. But I would take the Raptors since they're at home in this game. Philadelphia struggled throughout home this season or so. Can Golden State win it all? No chance that Golden State can win it all by this part of the season right now. It doesn't look like they're going to have a chance to win it all. So currently we're just on this break. We'll get back to action here in just a couple of moments as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube calling play-by-play tonight. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Hey, welcome in, Pat's Nation Tattoo. Welcome back in, brother. I appreciate it here as he is back on the channel right now. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. Alright, scores with what's going on throughout the NBA since we're on break at the moment. I'll update you guys with this. Sacramento Kings lead the Detroit Pistons. 18-16 is the score. Thunder lead the Magic 24-19. And other games tonight, bunch of them. Lakers take on the Knicks. Grizzlies take on the Celtics. And Wizards take on the Heat. With the headlining one tonight would be the 9:30 Spurs versus Pelicans with Zion Williamson in action for his first ever NBA game later tonight. No problem, Avery. NBA is so unpredictable, but you know what's even more unpredictable is college basketball. You honestly don't know who's going to win college basketball. Whereas like a lot of the NBA games, some of them like come to be blowouts or so. College basketball is just so unpredictable every single night. I appreciate it, Pat's Nation Tattoo. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man, once again. Crazy fight indeed, Uncle Pizzle. Kansas versus Kansas State yesterday. Welcome on Sportscaster Avery. Thanks so much for stopping by in Sportscaster as well. Yes, rivalry or not, that is just inexcusable, unexpected for sure. And Kansas was destroying Kansas State, and that happened. Like, that is just unfortunate there that it happened. It's just a terrible look. Terrible look yesterday on the Kansas, in the state of Kansas with their college basketball programs. Alright, we're going to get back to action in the stream here. You still got a ton of time, Tom. Still got a ton of time. 4:30 left to go in the first half. And Toronto with the basketball. They have it at the left corner perimeter with Kyle Lowry. Flings it back to the right wing as we're back to action. The Raptors take the jumper. This one is up. This one's partially blocked by Philly. Philly now with the ball. They dribble past the half-court logo. They take the three, left wing. This one is up. This one is good by the 76ers. Now they're out to a very hot start in this one. 27-15, Tobias Harris draining down the triple. Toronto with the ball past the half-court logo. They have it at the top of the key. Into the hands of Norman Powell. Swings this one over inside. The ball is poked and stolen away. This is at Toronto, actually. So this is Toronto's home court north of the border. Philly takes another three. This one is up, no good. Missed by Harris. Rebound Serge Ibaka for the Raptors with under 4 left to go in the first quarter. Ibaka with a jumper inside. Actually, I think it was Lowry, and Lowry gets fouled. Stops the clock. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Kyle Lowry shooting free throws here, going at the line. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play here of basketball action. NBA playoffs, March Madness tournament, college basketball all on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. First shot's good by the Raptors by Kyle Lowry. Second one. This one is up, no good. Hits the back iron. Got to make the free throws early on. Korkmaz gets the rebound for the 76ers. 3:40 left to go in the first. They take this one past the half-court logo. Top of the key, Ben Simmons with the basketball. With 3.5 left to go in the first half. Swings it over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz is the one that the Raptors need to stop. Floater, right baseline. Korkmaz hits it. Korkmaz has done great so far. Building off what he had an incredible game against the Bulls last Friday. 10-1 run by Philly last 4 minutes. Raptors go low post. They lay it up and in for two. 29-18. Hey, welcome in, Ryan. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it once again. As we have 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Ben Simmons swings it back out. 76ers take a three. Left wing, it's off the mark. Rebounded by Toronto. Toronto with the ball. They have it. Dribble drive inside. Lowry floats it up. Top of the backboard. They miss it, and it goes and gets tipped out of bounds. The refs will say it's last touch by... Let's see what they're going to sort up here as they're trying to talk it over who it's last touched by. 2:53 left to go. 2:53 left to go in the first quarter. Still a lot of time left to go in this game. Yes, so it was Silvio De Souza. He was the one who lifted up the stool yesterday for Kansas, and he got a 12-game suspension. About an hour ago, the Big 12 released the suspensions for those players. 4 players suspended, 2 by Kansas, 2 by Kansas State. That's a 3. Philly takes it. Philly hits it by Tobias Harris. 32-18 is the score. I wasn't expecting this so far. Toronto, they take a 3 of their own. This one, oh, nice 3-point shot. They drain it down. That was a huge shot right there by Serge Ibaka. 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Toronto drains down their third 3-point shot. They need to play defense to the Philly. Philly's drained down 6 triples already. 76ers have it out on top. They take a 3. Top of the key, no good. Hits the rim short. Rebound Raptors. Norman Powell with the basketball. Dribble drive. Oh, Powell! Jamming it down right there. Taking it into the lane and just slamming it over a defender for 2. 32-23, 9-point game. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Philly with the basketball now. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play. 76ers have it. Top of the key into the hands of Mike Scott. Scott dribbling towards his left. Passes over left baseline. Philly dishes this one back to the right corner. Raul Neto. Neto at the right baseline for the 76ers. Now takes it inside. Floater. Free throw circle. Rolls around the rim. No good. They tip it back out to the wrong player. Rebounded Toronto. Raptors with 1:35 in the clock. Swings over to Lowry. Lowry dribble drive inside. And Lowry gets fouled. We'll see here if it's before the shot with the ref saying. Minute 33 though left to go. Let's see, right back in the chat, I'm going to see what's going on. Uncle Pizzle wished that the Lakers and Chippers, which are the Clippers, could have a fight like that. That'd be a funny nickname, the Chippers. We got some shots coming up by Kyle Lowry. 2 of them at the free throw line, and he misses it. Got to hit the freebies here, and Kyle Lowry misses the first. Let's see, Maine is somehow beating Vermont. Wow, so early on, Maine, 18-11, and they've lost 17 straight against Vermont. Yeah, that Vermont team is basically a lot of upperclassmen on that team that made it into the NCAA tournament last year. We'll see if Maine can maintain that throughout. That shot's good by Lowry. It's an 8-point game at the free throw line. 1:30 left to go in the first half. Ben Simmons dribbles past the half-court logo. If you guys are new, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play of basketball action. 76ers turned over in the key. That pass was intended for Shake Milton, and it was Kyle Lowry in the key who got bumped. It's going to be an offensive foul committed by Philadelphia, and Toronto should get this basketball back here with about 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. Avery likes college basketball more than the NBA. Yeah, I love the college basketball matchups that they have. Like, expect the unexpected. Like, NBA, it's more like, it's kind of like more divided with, like, who is good and who is bad in the margin of defeat. In college basketball, just expect the unexpected. You can have an upset at any time against teams that are just terrible, beating, like, top 25 teams. First shot is good at the free throw line by the Raptors at 32-25. Second one is good by Lowry as he makes both of them. 32-26, 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. 76ers with the basketball into the hands of Shake Milton at the right wing. Dribbles now free throw circle. Swings it back out. Shot fake as that is Raul Neto. Swings it over to the left wing. 76ers take a 3. This one is up. This one is good. 35-26 now the score. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter, and that is an offensive foul committed by Kyle Lowry. Just ran over Shake Milton at the left elbow, and Milton takes the charge, and the Raptors will turn it over. Hey, welcome in, Alex here from DMV Sportsnet. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. 35-26 is the score. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play of basketball action. 76ers have the ball. At the left wing of the perimeter, bounce pass over to the top of the key, making their move to the right baseline. With Shake Milton, swings it back to the left corner. That ball tipped, deflected, stolen away by Toronto with 47 seconds left. Toronto has it. Fred VanVleet dribbles. At the left wing of the three-point perimeter for VanVleet. The clock goes under 40 left to go in the first quarter. VanVleet. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 35 seconds left to go. Swings it back to the right wing. Lowry, shot fake, clears some space. Dribble drive inside, passing. Nice passes. VanVleet has it. Takes the deep 2. This one is up. No good. Hits the front rim. Tried to go for the tip in. No good. Ball pinwheels back. Rebound Philadelphia. 20 seconds left to go before the end of the first quarter. Philly has it. They lead by 9 right now. They have it past the Toronto logo. Top of the key is they have the basketball into the hands of Raul Neto. Neto, he is guarded by Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Neto at the free throw circle, and we have a foul reaching committed before that by Hollis Jefferson. Let's see. Avery he thinks that Baylor, Gonzaga, and Duke are going to be back and forth for the rest of the season. Yeah, I would say Baylor for sure. I did not see a good Baylor team that I saw against Oklahoma. I think they're really vulnerable to losing a couple of those games. The next game against Kansas, they could possibly lose a couple of others in there. That's a three-point shot taken off the steal by Toronto. They miss it at the buzzer, and it's 35-26 the score at the end of the first quarter here. So we're going to move this to quarter number 2 as we welcome you guys into the stream. Thanks so much for being a part. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe. Looks like Maine is up around 20-16 is the score in that game. We'll update you guys with scores of what is going on throughout NBA and college basketball tonight as well, since we just ended the first quarter. If you guys are new to the channel, let me know down in the chat who you're rooting for on this stream tonight. If you're a 76ers fan, if you're a Raptors fan, let me know who you are rooting for down in the chat below as well. And if any of you guys enjoy the NFL, feel free. I got a football channel, separate channel. Feel free to subscribe to my football play-by-play channel. It is called Final Yard Football. That is on YouTube. So yeah, just right now, we're on commercial break right now. Fun NBA toys putting out. Should be scared. We're the Golden State Warriors. Last year, nothing now. Yeah, they were just basically relying all on Steph Curry. When Steph Curry went down, they just have zero depth there for Golden State. It's a bunch of rookies that weren't expected to play significant minutes, that they were just inserted that they had to play significant minutes, like Eric Paschall, Kai Bowman, Jordan Poole. They weren't supposed to be playing this many minutes this season. Luke here for the 76ers for this one. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. First night on the channel for Luke Forchetti. Alex likes the Raptors in this one. We're on commercial break right now. Pascal Siakam, Marc Gasol, and Kyle Lowry with 7 for the Raptors so far, as those are the 3 top scorers for Toronto. At the end of one quarter, leading scorer Furkan Korkmaz with 8 points so far by the 76ers. Had a great game against the Chicago Bulls back on Friday as well. Career high 24 points, 6 for 9 from downtown. And then 5 points by Tobias Harris. 6 points off the bench by the two-way player Shake Milton. We're going to take a look right now what is going on throughout the NBA at the moment. Scoreboard update. Kings lead the Pistons 32-29. Thunder lead the Magic 41-32. Other games going on tonight. Celtics off to a quick start. Daniel Tice, 5 points by Tice. All 5 as Celtics lead 5-2 against the Memphis Grizzlies so far. That game just tipped off a couple moments ago. Lakers versus Knicks just tipped off a few minutes ago as well. Same as Wizards. Heat, Clippers, Hawks tied up at 2. College basketball. We'll go over what's going on throughout college basketball right now. Louisville losing to Georgia Tech now. Georgia Tech just hit the jumper. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets lead at 34-30 against Louisville. Number 7 Dayton, no problem against St. Bonaventure. Dayton leads 40-26. Number 16 Auburn in a close one against South Carolina, 32-29. We'll update you guys throughout the scores tonight. Number 10 Seton Hall taking on Providence in a little bit. That game will go down, same as Rutgers and Iowa. That's a battle between number 24 Rutgers and number 19 Iowa in college basketball. Let's see here. Patrick putting out, looking like more. Philadelphia wants it more. It's just quarter number 1. Still got a long way to go with these NBA games. A lot of stuff can happen, especially what I saw on Saturday. The Houston Rockets, total choke by Houston. Typical primetime game for them, and they were up early against the Lakers, and then in the second half, Lakers just took full control and killed Houston in the second half of that game. It's just another one of those games that the Rockets choked this season. Biggest draft bust in NBA history for Alex. He's putting out here is Kristaps Porzingis. Wow, so you said he's a big draft bust. I feel like he just gets injured a ton there for Porzingis, but when he plays, he can really produce. He can produce a ton. As we're back to action, 11:50 left to go in the second quarter as we get this second quarter rolling. The ball inside by Toronto. They try to put up the shot, and that will get tipped out of bounds, I believe. Last touch by Philadelphia. Or when the Suns came back against the Spurs, I believe the Raptors had like a 30-point comeback against somebody before Christmas. Also, catch and shoot, left corner three. This one is up, no good off the side part of the rim by Toronto by Norman Powell. Rebound to Philadelphia. Philly with the basketball. They dribble past the half-court logo with Raul Neto. Neto makes his move left baseline. Try to pass that one. The ball gets tipped low post, and 76ers will get it back first 30 seconds of the second quarter. I will not call that number fun, NBA toys in life. That's a jumper taken Philadelphia off the mark. And rebounded by Toronto now. Raptors with the basketball. They take it past the half-court timeline. Try to dribble drive inside. And Fred VanVleet scores up and in off the window. He counts that one. They'll count it for two. And Fred VanVleet will go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. VanVleet just dribbles right in there into the lane and draws the foul. Low post. As he'll shoot one at the free throw line. Yeah, I would agree with Avery. Still got a lot of time with Porzingis. He's just been getting injured a lot, but whenever he's with the Mavericks, like during that first part of the year, he always produced. That shot was a miss, no good at the free throw line by Fred VanVleet of Toronto. Philadelphia gets the rebound. Philly has it. At the right elbow, float up the shot. This one's up by Shake Milton, no good. Hits the front rim to get their own offensive rebound. Puts it back outside. Left corner three, they take it. It's off the mark, no good. And we got a foul, low post. Ooh, no. That is bad. Raptors player is down. That's Patrick McCaw. Patrick McCaw is down at the baseline in severe pain right now. That does not look good. One of his knees is completely straight. The other one, he is bending his right knee, but the left one looks bad. Patrick McCaw down at the baseline. Oh, yikes. He's holding his face area, too. That's not good. Oh my gosh. Never want to see injuries in sports. We have 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter. As Patrick McCaw right now is being attended to medical staff in the court. So we'll keep you guys updated in the status from McCaw. It doesn't look good though at the moment. So it looks like ESPN's going to step aside with the broadcast. Taking a look. Scoreboard update right now. Sacramento Kings leading 35-34 against the Detroit Pistons. Oklahoma City Thunder lead at 46-34 against the Orlando Magic. And Lakers versus Knicks. Knicks lead 11-10. Celtics versus Grizzlies 7-6. Celtics lead. Yeah, Patrick McCaw. I think it was trying to go up for the rebound. It was him, and it was I think it was for Philadelphia. I think it was Norvel Pele as well. It was close to the area to him, and we're gonna have to check back to see how he is doing after this break here on the broadcast. But they were, before we went to that break taken by ESPN, they were seeing if they wanted to take out the stretcher onto the court. That's how severe it looked for Patrick McCaw, so that's not good right now. Yikes. So stoppage in time in the court as we just started off the second quarter in this game. 11:06 left to go in the second. 35-28 the score. So let's see, right back in the chat, Ryan putting out Dayton. Oh yeah, Dayton's crushing the Bonnies at the moment, 47-29. St. Bonaventure is one of those teams that's like a bubble type of team or so. The A10 will sort itself out with like who's the real players who can get into the tournament and who is not. But the Bonnies are certainly looking not at this moment with that game. College basketball update for you guys at the moment tonight. Louisville losing to Georgia Tech. How about this? Georgia Tech leading Louisville, and it's at Louisville's arena too at KFC Yum. 38-32 is the score. Yellow Jackets lead it. So right now we're just on a break. Yep, Auburn barely leading South Carolina. If you guys are new, make sure to drop the like down below. Hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play here basketball action as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Penn State crushing Michigan at halftime in college basketball. 37-28 is the score of that game. Duquesne leading at halftime against Rhode Island. That is a big game for those two teams. 38-30, Duquesne has the lead. That game goes a long way as who wants to get an at-large bid in the tournament or so. So right now we're just on the stoppage in time in this game at a break at the moment. We'll get right back into this game in a matter of moments. Kyle Lowry 7 points, Marcus Gasol with 7, same as Pascal Siakam. Not good at all for Patrick McCaw. He was injured. I think they had to take out a stretcher. We're going to see what is going on here right after these messages finish up on the screen. We should be back into this game. That did not look good, though. Patrick McCall going down with a severe-looking injury. I appreciate it, fun NBA toys, life in whatever videos. I appreciate it. Puts out, you're my favorite YouTuber. Okay, we're back to action. 35-20 at the score. 10:50 left to go in the second quarter. This hook shot is up. It's good by Serge Ibaka as we get back to action. 5-point ball game. Philadelphia with basketball. Dribbling past the half-court logo. This is Raul Neto. Neto swings it over to the right elbow. Into the hands of Pele. Pele now. Back over to Tobias Harris. Harris at the right baseline with the basketball. Flings it back out to the right wing into the hands of Neto. Neto moves it over to Mike Scott. Mike Scott spin move, floater. And the key, this one hits the front rim. No good. They get the offensive rebound, though, and set it up once again with James Ennis. Ennis swings it over to Mike Scott and now passes back over to Pele. Pele, left baseline, swings it back outside. Philly takes a left wing three. This one is up. No good, and the Raptors get the rebound. Defensive rebound by Toronto. They have it with Terrence Davis. Davis bounce pass low post left baseline now for Toronto. Into the hands of Hollis Jefferson. Jefferson swings it back out to Davis. Davis bounce pass in the key. The ball's taken away. Stolen by Philly now. Philly with the ball on the fast break. Here they go. Free throw circle. Swings it back outside to the left corner. They take a three. This one at the left wing. It's up. It's good. Extending that lead to 8 right now for the 76ers. It goes down from behind the arc. As that is good by Raul Neto. 9:40 left to go in the second quarter. Toronto has it. Top of the key. As that is Fred VanVleet. VanVleet dribbling towards his right. Swings it over to the right corner. They take a three. This one's up. No good. Hits back iron ball. Pinwheels around. Rebound Philly. Philly now with the ball. They have it at the right elbow. Into the hands of Tobias Harris. Dribble drive inside. Harris, too good. Into the lane. Puts it up and in off the backboard for two. 40-30 to score. 9:15 left to go in the second quarter. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to drop the like. Hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play of basketball action as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Raptors have it. Serge Ibaka handoff into the hands of VanVleet. Floats it up in the key. Difficult shot. Fred VanVleet gets it for two. 8:55 remaining. 40-32 the score. Welcome on the broadcast, Jay Philly. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it. Philly with the ball now. Neto swings it over to Tobias Harris. Harris at the right elbow. Harris guarded by VanVleet. Has it at the right baseline. Swings it back out on top to Neto. Neto working on Hollis Jefferson. Jumper here at the free throw circle. That one no good. Hits the rim short. Rebound to Toronto. Toronto with 8:30 on the clock. Dribble drive inside and they cause the contact. That's a foul by Philly with 8:33 left to go. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. I'm going to go right onto the chat once again for you guys right now. So, Ryan puts Duquesne needs this game. Yeah, Duquesne in a huge one tonight for the A-10 taking on Rhode Island. That game is at Rhode Island. Hey, welcome in Old Head Deuce. Welcome back to the broadcast. I appreciate it. And Vegas Vix likes the Sixers to win this one. And Blue Samurais. Welcome back on the channel once again, Blue Samurais. We're back to action. 8:30 left to go in the second quarter. Fred VanVleet takes the three. Top of the key. This one's up. Money. 5-point game and a good one so far. 40-35. Raptors have been down by double digits, but now they're hanging in there. 8:15 left to go in the second quarter. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here. NBA playoffs, March Madness tournament, college basketball, all on my channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I appreciate it. Cabron James, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Left corner three. No good off the mark by Philly. Rebound Toronto. Raptors with the basketball. They have it at the free throw circle. VanVleet bounce pass over to the top of the key. Ibaka takes it. This one off the rim. No good on the Serge Ibaka miss. Rebound by Philly. 5-point game. They pass it over to the left elbow. Al Horford back in his way. Low post Horford. Horford puts up the jumper, but Horford gets fouled. And Serge Ibaka commits the foul. We got 7:40 left remaining before halftime. So welcome, guys, the new people on the channel for the first time tonight. Jay Philly, Cabron James, thanks so much for stopping by, guys. Fun NBA toys, gonna take a shower, no problem, man. Feel free to join me back later on. If you guys are around, this is what this channel is about. Feel free to drop on by whenever you guys are around. Philly will get the basketball. Horford has it top of the free throw circle. 8 on the shot clock, 7:33 left to go in the game. And another foul reach in once again. Serge Ibaka commits 2 straight fouls in less than 30 seconds here for Toronto. So that's not good for Serge Ibaka. Maine is trailing Vermont. Close game, though. Maine staying right in there with Vermont, 28-26. Wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Ryan. I appreciate it. I'll update you guys throughout a bunch of scores, NBA, college basketball, once we hit the breaks here in the game. That jumper to key by Philly, they tried to put it up and they got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by the 76ers now. Yeah, Serge Ibaka has been pretty good the past few weeks for Toronto. Yeah, I haven't been able to call that much Raptors games this season. I usually rotate between a bunch of teams here, NBA, college, but when I've called Raptors games, it's been absolutely awesome to call Raptors games. I love it here. Philly's been on a lot of national TV broadcasts or so. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, so I'm a Celtics fan myself, but I call play-by-play of a bunch of teams, the NBA, college basketball for you guys in the channel. First shot's good by Philadelphia. Second shot good at the free throw line as well. It's 42-35. Hey, welcome in, Matty Joe. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. I appreciate it, man. Raptors have it into the hands of Fred VanVleet. 7:15 left to go on the clock. He dribbles now at the free throw circle. VanVleet swings it back to the left wing. Siakam with the basketball. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Ben Simmons. Simmons with 7 minutes left to go before halftime. He dribbles past the half-court logo. Simmons swings it back out to Harris. Harris, dribble drive in the paint, floats it back over to Simmons. Simmons, low post, try to put it up. Too strong off the backboard. No good. Rebound, Toronto. Toronto now, full speed ahead. Going in for the layup, and the shot gets blocked. As Toronto get the inbound. 6:50 left to go in the second quarter. I usually do the play-by-play, whatever's on, like, national TV for you guys. Because when the Celtics play on, like, a local station, I'm not able to get it here because I don't have that cable package. So if they play on, TNT or NBA TV, I can't get that either. I can only get them when they play on ABC or ESPN. So this game is on ESPN tonight, so that's why I'm covering it. The Celtics game is on, like, another network. Dribble drive, low post. Oh, tearing it down right there for Toronto. That was Norman Powell just torching down the defense and slamming it down with authority with a two-handed jam right there by Norman Powell. 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. Simmons, top of the key. Hey, welcome back, Jason. Once again, Jason, a huge Raptors fan. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel once again. That jumper, no good. Rebound. Siakam for the Raptors. 5-point game, 6:15 left to go in the second half. They swing it over to the left wing. McCall, dribble drive inside. McCall with the basketball. Floats up the shot. This one hits the front rim, no good. Tipped around, rebound, Philly. With about 6:05 left remaining. 76ers have it. They have it at the right elbow with Tobias Harris. Takes the turnaround jumper. Harris off the mark. They get a little bit of help. Simmons went into the lane. He tipped it in, and they're going to say the tip-in will count, and Toronto come in the foul as Simmons tipped it in as well. So Simmons will go to the free throw line and shoot the and one. So welcome, guys, in the broadcast. For everybody who is new, feel free to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys, as well. Hey, welcome, Kidder96. Welcome back in here. So excited about me reacting to Super Bowl. Yes, I do plan to be on the Super Bowl channel, or Super Bowl stream for the football channel that I have. Feel free, guys, if you guys enjoy the NFL. I got a separate channel. It's for football play-by-play. I put it in the chat. It's called Final Yard Football. Feel free to subscribe over to that one as well, as this is my basketball channel. Philly hits the shot with Simmons at the free throw line. Toronto going inside, and they get another slam dunk right there for 2 by the Raptors, and it's 45-39. Philadelphia with the ball. They take it past the half-court logo with Ben Simmons. Simmons dribbles towards his left. 5:30 left to go in the second quarter. Swings it back out to Harris. Harris, right baseline. Back over to Thibault. Thibault takes a 3. No good off the back iron. Rebounds by the Raptors with 5:20 left to go. VanVleet with the ball. He has it at the left wing. Makes his move inside. Guarded by Harris. Floats up the shot. Difficult one, too. Strong off the backboard. Lots of contact. And it gets rebounded by Philly. Philly now with the ball. Ben Simmons. Oh, ball gets pinwheeled, but Harris gets it back. Harris's shot denied from behind, but the Raptors will pick up a blocking foul, and it stops the clock with 5:09. Let's see, right back on the chat here with you guys. I appreciate it, Cabron James. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Puts really respects what I do. I think it'd be fun to broadcast. I appreciate it for all the new people back out here. And Kidder96 is excited about the Super Bowl that I'll be covering. 2 shots coming up by Philly by Tobias Harris at the free throw line. First shot, no good. He missed it. Patrick McCaw is not back right now. So Patrick McCaw, that was a bad-looking injury. I'm going to see if I can... Let's see if I see anything. If I go to Twitter here and search it up about... That was a pretty bad injury. Second shot, that one is up. That one is good by Tobias Harris. 46-39 the score. Yeah, so how is Liberty not ranked? They're 19-1. They've played so many easy teams, though. They've only played like one top 50 team, and that is LSU so far. We have a foul on the court. 4:59 left to go in the second quarter now. I appreciate it. ICN Garo, welcome on the stream if I'm pronouncing that name correct. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. So 4:59 left to go in the second quarter. Gasol has it at the right wing as Toronto has the basketball. They pass it over to the right baseline. Low post, Lowry swings it back to the left wing as that is a three. They take it. No good off the mark by the Raptors, and the 76ers get it off the defensive board. Simmons passes it back. Bad pass off the mark intended for Korkmaz, and it goes out of bounds. So that's going to be Raptors basketball. 4:42 left remaining before halftime. Raptors get it past the half-court logo on the inbound. Van Vliet swings it over to the top of the key. Marc Gasol has it. Gasol moves it over to the left wing. Siakam puts it into the hands of Gasol. Backdoor cut over to Siakam. Too easy, and Siakam jams it down for two. Timeout taken on the court by the 76ers. Toronto right there with them. 46-41 is the score. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe here, as I call play-by-play basketball action. We're on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now we're on a break in this game at the moment. Okay, ooh, no, that's not good. So, according to sources right here, about a minute ago, this was published out. Patrick McCaw update here for you guys. Injury update. Facial contusion for Patrick McCaw. Pending further evaluation, will not return. So that is the injury update for Patrick McCaw for the Raptors. Will not return. Facial contusion. And he is done for the rest of today's game. That was awful when that injury happened. That looked like a bad injury. I wasn't sure at first what it was, lower body injury or face. He was grabbing both of the areas, but it was a facial contusion. Ouch. So yeah, how is Liberty not ranked in college basketball? They have a 19-1 record, but they played basically like easy teams. That is why. Just easy schedule. The only team in the top 50 they have played is LSU, and they got crushed by LSU. Yes, somehow Louisville right now is at home, and they're losing by 6 at halftime against Georgia Tech. That's honestly what college basketball has become this year. You honestly don't know at all, like, what's going to happen every single game in college basketball. Next month, Kentucky gets LSU. Yeah, that should be a really good game. Somehow LSU is not ranked either. Somehow USC is not ranked in college basketball. I don't know why. USC has got 3 losses. They're 15-3. Andy Katz regrets picking Texas Tech to beat Kentucky. We will see. This has been such a weird season. But I feel like, honestly, I think Texas Tech might have a game that they could bounce back and play tough in on Saturday. I don't believe it was a flagrant foul on McCaw earlier. I think it was just, he was going up for the rebound and he got knocked on that one. But I don't believe there were any shots taken at the free throw line after McCaw went down. I think they just resumed progress with the inbound after that play. But yeah, welcome guys in the channel. Right now we're on a stoppage in time on a break. If anybody's new here, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play of basketball action, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of the NBA. NBA playoffs, March Madness tournament, college basketball, all here on the channel. Scoreboard update for you guys. We'll go over what's going on throughout the NBA tonight. Detroit Pistons leading Sacramento Kings 51-42 is the score. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter in that game. Oklahoma City Thunder lead the Orlando Magic halftime 60-51. Lakers up against the Knicks 27-22. Grizzlies lead the Celtics at the end of one 27-25. Is the score. Heat's up against the Wizards, 26-22, and Clippers out to a fast start, lead the Hawks, 32-16. How in the world are the Clippers a 3-point favorite on the line? Oh my gosh, I'm looking at that right now. Clippers are a 3-point favorite in this game tonight against the Hawks, and they're already up by 16 points in the first quarter. That's just weird. Other games going on. College basketball tonight. Georgia Tech leading Louisville halftime 38-32. Dayton crushing St. Bonaventure 50-32. Auburn leading South Carolina 39-31. Those are the ranked top 25 games. As we're back to action, Ben Simmons dribble drive inside and drew a lot of contact with 4:12 left to go. There's a lot of contact as Ben Simmons went inside. And is that going to be offensive by Simmons? He's walking. Yeah, it's going to be offensive by Ben Simmons. So he was walking. He's walking back to his backcourt right now, and it's going to be Toronto basketball. So Simmons ran over a Toronto defender in the lane. Toronto gets it back as they took the charge. Top of the key, they jack up a three. This one's up, no good. Too strong. Off the back iron, rebound Philly. Ball into the hands of Simmons. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. They have it at the top of the key with Ben Simmons. Simmons looking to pass it over to Harris. He does, into the hands of Tobias, right wing perimeter. Tobias dribbles now at the right elbow. Makes his move inside. Low post. Swings it back out to Simmons. Left corner. To the left wing. Oh, ball stolen away. Bad pass over to Korkmaz. One man to beat is Horford on the 2-on-1. Raptors with it. Reverse handle layup. Couldn't finish on the 2-on-1, but they get the offensive rebound though, and they're going to set it up with Fred VanVleet. VanVleet with the basketball. Swings it over to the right wing perimeter. Lowry. Lowry makes his move inside. Bounce past Gasol. Gasol low post. Puts it up and in. Off the backboard for the easy two. 3-point game right now. As Marc Gasol goes right baseline. Lays it up and in. 3:15 left to go in the second quarter. 76ers with the ball. Welcome back on the channel. I appreciate it. Dunway DAR. He's liking the 76ers in this one. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it. Left baseline. That is a bad pass in the key by Simmons. And it's a turnover by Philadelphia. Toronto has it. Right wing Lowry. He has it, the Scotiabank Arena logo. Pass over to Gasol. Gasol with a three. Ties it up. Draining down the triple right there by Marc Gasol. It's all tied up at 46. Wide open at the top of the key, and a big man takes it. 2:45 left to go in the second quarter. Marc Gasol's got 12 points. 76ers have it. Left wing perimeter with Simmons. Simmons now with the basketball. Swings over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz, top of the key for Philly. Now at the free throw circle. Swings it back over to Thibault. Thibault takes a three. Not even close off the short part of the rim. Rebound Horford. Sets it back up. They swing it over left wing. This one is up. This one is good. 3-point shot as Philly drops down the triple. It's 49-46. 2:20 left to go before half. Dribble drive. Left elbow Lowry. Passes it back out on top into the hands of Siakam. Siakam got to control the basketball now. Dribbling with 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 2:10 left to go on the game clock. And we have a reach and foul coming in by Korkmaz here. Stops the clock with 2:10. So yeah, looks like Ryan putting out here in the chat. Dayton is indeed getting it done tonight. So, wow, that Jalen Crutcher, 13 points, Obi Toppin, 10. Obi Toppin has been receiving, like, all the attention there. Like, he looks like he could be, like, a top 10 NBA draft pick for 2020. But Jalen Crutcher, too, like, I didn't hear his name until, like, this past week till he hit the buzzer beater. I haven't covered Dayton that much this season, but that is awesome there for Jalen Crutcher. Low post, they put up the shot. Toronto puts it up and in for two, and it's a 1-point game. 2 minutes left to go before half. Philly with the basketball. Ben Simmons dribbles past the half-court logo. He swings it over top of the key. Tobias Harris out to Al Horford. Back over into the hands of Shake Milton. Lobs it back over to Simmons. Simmons right elbow swings it back over to the left wing. Philadelphia takes the jumper. Top of the free throw circle off the mark. No good. Gasol grabs the rebound for the Raptors. Raptors now with it. 1:35 left remaining. Dribble drive. Reverse handed layup. It goes down. Nice shot right there. Kyle Lowry able to get it to fall, and they lead it by 1 point. 30 points in the paint tonight by the Raptors. Philly doing most of their work from the outside. Only 10 points in the paint by the 76ers. But Raptors all inside mostly for this one. 50-49 to score. Philadelphia has it right wing with 1:15 left to go before half. This is turning into a great game, guys. Passes over top of the key. Now they move it to the left wing. Back over to the free throw circle. Dribble drive. Swings it out to Horford. Takes a three. Right corner. It's up. No good. Hits the back iron. Rebound by Kyle Lowry of the Raptors. Raptors have it. They dish this one. Inside low post. Anunoby try to put up the shot, and they're going to say there's going to be a whistle on the court. I think it's going to be an offensive foul by Siakam, I believe. That's what they're going to call it here. Let's see once they turn it back over. There was a lot of contact into the lane. Yeah, Siakam ran over a defender for Philly. Ball goes back to Philly. Raptors, though, an 11-3 run. Last 4 minutes or so. Top of the key with Horford. Horford dribbles towards his left. Bounce pass. Low post to Simmons. Simmons puts up the shot. He gets fouled. And Ben Simmons shooting two at the line. 44 seconds left to go before halftime. If you guys are new to the channel, drop the like, hit the subscribe here, as I call play-by-play basketball action, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Wow, Dayton is just crushing St. Bonaventure tonight. 54-34. Close Rep Arena there for Fun NBA Toys putting out. He is close to Rep Arena. First shot is good by Ben Simmons. This game is tied up at 50 apiece right now. Second shot at the free throw line by Ben Simmons. 44 seconds left to go. Simmons misses that one. Rebound Siakam. Raptors with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo with Van Vliet. Van Vliet at the left elbow swings it back out to Lowry. Takes the three. Kyle Lowry off the mark. No good. Rebound Ben Simmons. 28 seconds remaining. Simmons dribbles past half-court. Floats this one over to Horford. Horford puts up the jumper, but beforehand we have a foul. A lot of contact. That was before the shot. A lot of contact before the shot. And that was the Raptors who took the charge. Actually, it was Kyle Lowry right in position to take the charge. It was Ben Simmons who ran straight over Kyle Lowry as he passed it over to Horford. And that was an offensive foul committed by the 76ers. So Raptors get it right back. Toronto past the half-court logo. They might have the last shot here. 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 13 seconds left to go in the game clock. 11 left to go on the shot clock. Siakam has it. Siakam at the left elbow. Dribble drive inside. Floats up the shot. This one off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound with 4 seconds. Raptors put it up. No good. Battle for the rebound. 76ers get it. They try to pass in that shot. Taking that half court. Not even close as time expired. As Thibault just threw it up there. So right now we're at halftime. What a game as we're going in tied. Even. Halfway to 100 right now at halftime. 50-50 apiece in this game. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe. And we should have a great second half in store for you guys tonight. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the channel. I really do appreciate it as we grow and keep on going up and up and up here in the channel since I've started it about a year ago. Let's see, if any of you guys are new, feel free to let me know who you are rooting for in the chat down below. As well, if you're a Raptors fan or a 76ers fan, feel free to let me know. Or if you like other teams, let me know as well. So let's see here. Ryan Mikesell now has 10 points for the Dayton Flyers. Wow. So there's some players getting in there for sure. That team is, I feel like, more balanced than what people actually think. A lot of people probably think that it's just Obi Toppin for Dayton, but Jalen Crutcher has been huge as of late. So yeah, they're crushing St. Bonaventure by 20. According to Ryan right now, 56-36. Hey, welcome back, Vaughn. He fell asleep 30 minutes ago. Welcome back to the broadcast once again. I appreciate it. Currently, we're at halftime in this game. Taking a look at some of the team stats. Toronto shooting the ball 44% from the floor. Philly at 41% in that first half. 76ers dropped down a bunch of three-point shots. 9 3-point shots at the end of the first half. Most of the damage was done in the first quarter for Philly. Taking a look at the leading scores at halftime. 11 points by Tobias Harris. Leads the way for the 76ers tonight. 10 points by Ben Simmons alongside 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And for the Raptors, leading scorer tonight, 12 points by Marc Gasol. He's knocked down 2 3-point shots. Gasol now a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. 11 points by both Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam. And 7 points by Fred Van Vliet. That's what the numbers look like so far in this game. Foul trouble. Only player in basically a lot of foul trouble for the Raptors is Serge Ibaka. He has 3 fouls early on in this game in the first half for Ibaka. Everybody else with 1. For the 76ers, 3 fouls by Furkan Korkmaz. He also has 8 points. And he's the only one who's got 3. There's a couple players with 2 fouls. Ben Simmons has gotten 2 on him. Matisse Thybulle with 2. And Shake Milton with 2 fouls as well. So it looks like Obi Toppin now, 14 points. Another double-digit score. They have Trey Landers, who has 10. Wow, so yeah, Dayton, top to bottom, they look pretty good. If they're able to distribute the points like that, that is awesome. They look good for the tournament. If they keep that up, they look pretty good for the tournament. Yeah, 63-38 is the score in that game. Dayton leading St. Bonaventure. So I'll go over the scoreboard update for you guys right now since we're at halftime. Let's see what's going on throughout the NBA at the moment tonight. Pistons lead the Kings at halftime, 57-50. Other games going on in the NBA tonight. Thunder lead the Magic, 64-59 is the score. And that one, Thunder lead by 5 against Orlando. Lakers losing against the Knicks, 36-31. Anthony Davis with 9 points so far for the Lakers, but Knicks are leading by 5 early on at Madison Square Garden. In other games, Grizzlies lead the Celtics 39-35. Jason Tatum with 11 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 10 points tonight for the Grizzlies. Other games tonight, Miami Heat leading the Washington Wizards 43-33. Clippers killing the Atlanta Hawks tonight, 40 to 23 so far, not even at halftime. Montrezl Harrell with 15 points already for the Clippers. Chicago Bulls leading the Timberwolves 12 to 8, and Nuggets versus Rockets just started, tied up at 5. Wow, that's awesome. Four out of 5 starters for Dayton have 10 plus points. Jalen Crutcher with 18, Obi Toppin with 16, and they're just killing St. Bonaventure from that score. We're going to go over college basketball scoreboard update for you guys right now who are interested in taking a look at the college basketball score. So yeah, number 7 Dayton now. They were 14 a couple of weeks ago. Number 7 Dayton killing St. Bonaventure 65 to 40. The Bonnies coming in with a pretty good record, 12-6, 4-1 in the A10, and yeah, they're just getting crushed. Dayton, not a match for them tonight. Number 16 Auburn leading South Carolina. 48 to 40 is the score. Other games tonight, number 6 Louisville losing at home, which makes it even more worrisome, against Georgia Tech, 45 to 39. Georgia Tech, by the way, with a record of 8-10. You honestly don't know in college basketball, especially how this season has gone on. Vermont is up 30 to 26 on Maine. Okay, so that game is actually close, closer than usual, than what I expected. Maine's hanging in there, though, in that game. Xavier Georgetown in college basketball tonight, 62-54. Xavier leading at 8 right now, as they are about the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in that game between Xavier and Georgetown. The other games tonight in college basketball we'll take a look at in just a moment. Michigan still losing against Penn State. 44-35 is the score in that game between Michigan and Penn State. I'm trying to scroll down here in just a couple of moments, and we'll see what else we get for you guys. Let me know in the chat down below who you're rooting for in this game, if any of you guys are new. And thank you guys so much for stopping by as I call play-by-play basketball action behind New York Basketball on YouTube. Close game, big game in the A10 tonight. Duquesne with a 15-2 record, taking on Rhode Island 12-5. Rhode Island in a close game against Duquesne. 41 to 40, Duquesne leads by 1. Syracuse up against Notre Dame, 66-56. Notre Dame doesn't look like they're going to go to the NCAA tournament. Syracuse, a lot of those players are underclassmen. More of a rebuilding season this year for Syracuse, as they are up in that game by 10 against Notre Dame. But yeah, right now we're just on break, and then we'll get right back after these messages as we are at halftime right now. So since right now we're at halftime break, I'm going to put in here something in the chat. Feel free, guys, to join me on my football channel as well. Feel free to subscribe over to that channel. I call football play-by-play. It's called Final Yard Football. That is on YouTube. That's where I'll be calling the Super Bowl in less than 2 weeks. Vaughn here in the chat punching someone in the head could ruin that person's life. Yeah, you do not want to do that, Vaughn. Don't want to do that. That could, if you punch him in the wrong spot, that could cause like a serious like brain damage and things like that. You never want to do that. I don't know what Fun NBA Toys Life is saying here. He's saying Sarquos, I think loser quos. He is saying here a lot of autocorrects, I believe, with the QOS he puts. There's a lot of QOS in there, and that is not a word. If there was anybody who missed out yesterday in the Kansas State brawl, let me know down in the chat below. And if you guys would like to know what went on there yesterday and wasn't filled in, I can definitely let you know what happened during that game. Man, that's just terrible what happened last night. Just terrible look for the state of Kansas and their 2 college basketball programs for the in-state rivalry matchup. Number 16 Auburn taking on South Carolina right now. South Carolina just hit a 3-point shot, cuts the Auburn lead to 3 at the moment. 48-45 is the score with about 15 minutes left remaining. Yes, Dayton is just destroying St. Bonaventure as that game is going on as well. We'll be back with the second half in a little bit, as we are at halftime right now, everyone. Alright, looks like we're going to go back to the second half in just a moment. Fun putting here. That's why sports leagues are punishing those players who make contact with the head. Yes, you can't do that. You can't pull a Myles Garrett. You don't want to be that type of player who pulls a Myles Garrett. That was almost yesterday. Silvio De Souza, that was almost him yesterday. They definitely need to be punished. And I don't believe 12 games is enough. I don't believe 12 games is enough. So, let's see. I'm going to go back to what those ramifications were for those 4 college players. 2 for Kansas and 2 for Kansas State as far as the suspensions for this upcoming, or for this season, for the rest of this year. Silvio De Souza, he's the one that gets the most games. He gets a 12-game suspension for throwing punches and lifting up that stool. If he had initiated contact with the stool, used it as a weapon, I would hope they would up that to even more, but still, I feel like he should be done for the rest of the season. That was enough. All the sports talk shows today, Skip and Shannon, they were talking about that they do not want De Souza to ever put on a jersey ever again. I can't believe, for Kansas basketball, I can't believe that he only got a 12-game suspension. Looking at the rest of the season, Kansas has 13 games left to go in the regular season. He will be back for the last game for the regular season finale there for Kansas basketball. Let's see, I'm just going to bring that up. Kansas's upcoming schedule, because I want to know when they take on Kansas State and who will be back for that game once again, because that's only the first matchup against Kansas State, by the way. Let's see, I'm going to bring it up for you guys, and I'll go through what the schedule looks like. Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Texas, TCU, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Iowa State, Baylor, Oklahoma State. That is 10 games, so 11 games. So 11 games in. 11 games from now will be Kansas State again. That's a huge game, by the way. March 7th against Texas Tech. That is when De Souza will be back. That is the regular season finale, March 7th against Texas Tech. But Silvio De Souza gets 12 games. He is suspended for the next Kansas State game. Also, David McCormick, he gets 2 games. He'll be back for the next Kansas State game. As well as James Love, he gets 8 games. So James Love will be back for the next Kansas State game since it's 11 games away. Antonio Gordon gets 3 games. So once again, he will be back again for the Kansas State game. So it's just De Souza. That is it. The 3 players are back for the Kansas State game. That's crazy. I mean, James Love, he was just in street clothes. He is only averaging like a point, like 1 point per game this season. He barely plays for K-State, and he was in street clothes, and he was throwing punches at De Souza yesterday. It was that crazy. Do I like Skip and Shannon? I do like listening to Shannon. I mean, Skip Bayless, I like to hear their points and stuff like that. I really like to hear their points and what they got to say. But yeah, sometimes definitely I agree with you with Skip Bayless. Some of his points is just constantly Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys. Like, I'm sick of the Cowboys. I don't want to hear about the Cowboys constantly with Skip Bayless. So some of the topics there, I like today was good because actually they get to talk about college basketball, which barely any of the talk shows do. The only content that I get to ever tune into college basketball is March Madness with Andy Katz. That is it. That's the only content online that I see that's pretty good for like college basketball content or so here they get to listen to. But yeah, a lot of the stuff they do, most of it's football stuff for those 2 guys, but they also do a lot of the NBA, things like that too. I don't know what is going on with ESPN here. There's like a scoreboard malfunction or what. ESPN on my end it's just looking weird right now. That's weird. Okay, I think they're gonna bring us back to our usual programming in just a moment here. Okay, so Maine is only down by 6. They're hanging in there though with Maine, so that's a good sign from Maine. They're hanging into that game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play basketball action as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube tonight. Okay, here we go. Pelicans versus Spurs, by the way, that game will go on right after this. This will be the only game tonight. That game is on so late. I'm in Massachusetts, by the way, so I can only call this one since I'm on the East Coast. That game ends like around midnight, which I have to get up to work tomorrow morning. I usually call the earlier games. Thanks so much for the update here, Ryan. While Dayton crushing St. Bonaventure, 70-51 is the score. Jalen Crutcher with 20. And Skip hates Kawhi. Yeah, I don't tune into like that much of like Skip and Shannon, but I know like they constantly talk about the Cowboys because that's what Skip's favorite hometown team is from. Alright, so we're going to get back to action here, third quarter in just a moment. It's a pretty awesome turnout, guys, in the stream tonight. I really do appreciate it. This has been a great game so far. That's why we're tied up at 50. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe. We'll see if we can get to 900 this weekend. That'd be awesome as we keep on growing and growing as a channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If anybody enjoys NFL and NFL football, I call play-by-play of football on a separate channel. It's called Final Yard Football on YouTube. Also, feel free to subscribe over to that. I just put that in the chat for you guys. We're back to action. Toronto gets the inbound as this game is tied up at 50. Pascal Siakam dribbles past the half-court logo as the Raptors get their first possession of the second half. They have it at the left wing with Siakam now as we're into the third quarter. They pass it over to the left corner, the three-point perimeter, the left baseline with the basketball for Toronto. We have a stoppage in time. 11:44 left to go in the third. Hey, welcome in on the broadcast here, Danny Dorito 1984. I appreciate it for stopping by over on Sportscaster right now. This game just started out the second half. Great game so far. There was a foul commit on the play, so Kyle Lowry going to the free throw line, hits his first one. And it's only one at the free throw line. There's a technical foul there, so it's 51-50 as the Raptors will get back to inbound now after the first 16 seconds of the third quarter. Here they do. They inbound it over to the left wing perimeter into the hands of Fred VanVleet as he has the basketball. VanVleet dribbles now top of the key. Makes his move at the left elbow. Inside, swings it back outside. Siakam, open three, as open as you can get. No good. Hits the front rim. A rebound by the 76ers. Philadelphia now with the ball. They have it at the right elbow. Swings it back out on top. Tobias Harris, dribble drive. Inside, dishes this one back outside. Horford takes the three. It's up. It's good at the right corner. Or that was Thibault, actually. Matisse Thibault drills it down. 53-51. 11:10 left to go in the third quarter here. If you guys are on YouTube, spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe. Toronto makes their move inside. VanVleet circles around the basket, passes back to Siakam. Oh, goodness, Siakam tearing it up, jamming it down with the two hands. This game's tied up at 53 even. 10:45 remaining. Siakam with 13 tonight. Korkmaz has the basketball for the 76ers. Left wing guarded by VanVleet. Pass over free throw circle. Into the hands of Horford. Horford swings it back out to Thibault. Bounce pass over to Simmons. Right baseline now for Ben Simmons. Swings it back out. Catch and shoot. Left wing. It's up. It is good with a triple right there by Tobias Harris. This game is great, guys. Make sure to not change the dial here. 56-53, 10:30 left to go in the third quarter. Toronto with the basketball, top of the key. They feed it inside. That pass almost stolen away. They get it right back. Low post, Toronto floats it up. The ball pinwheels around the rim. No good. And it gets rebounded by Philadelphia. Philly here with the ball. 10:15 left to go in the third. They take a three. This one's up. This one is a miss, though. No good by Korkmaz. Rebounded by the Raptors. Welcome on the broadcast, Beer Knowledge. Thanks so much for stopping by in Sportscaster. I appreciate it. Raptors with the ball. They swing it over to the left baseline. Dish it back to Gasol. Gasol hands this one over to the left wing of the perimeter. VanVleet shot fake. Gasol with the ball. Swings it over to Siakam. Siakam now at the right corner. Dribble drive. Passes it back outside. Lowry takes an open three. This one's up. Hits the side of the rim. No good. And a rebound Philly. Philly now with the ball. 9:45 left to go in the third quarter. Philadelphia has it. Top of the key into the hands of Tobias Harris. Dribbles towards the right wing of the three-point perimeter. Harris. Guarded by Gasol. Harris here makes his move. Takes the right elbow jumper. This one is up. Hits the rim short. No good. Siakam comes down with a rebound. This has been a Quite the game so far. 56-53, Philly up by 3. Toronto, though, with the basketball. If they take a 3, they can tie if they hit it. Gasol feeds it off to Lowry. Low post Lowry takes the floater. This one is up, no good. Off the back iron, rebounds by Philadelphia. Philly with the ball now. They have it into the hands of Tobias Harris. 9 minutes remain left to go in the third. Harris swings it out, right baseline. Korkmaz floating up, tons of contact. And we got 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Ben Simmons of Philadelphia with 9 minutes left to go in the third. Good game tonight, guys. Especially a great game. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe here. As I call play-by-play basketball action, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Also on Sportscaster, by the way, calling this game right now. So 9:02 left to go in the third quarter. First shot by Simmons. This one is good. Ryan with the score update. Dayton still blowing out St. Bonaventure. Obi Toppin with 18 points as Dayton leads at 77-56. Thanks so much for the update. I appreciate it, brother. Second shot, that one's good. By Ben Simmons, 5-point game as he drills that free throw. 58-53, 8:55 left to go in the third. Toronto with the basketball past the half-court logo. At the right wing, Van Vliet bounce pass over to Gasol. Swings it back out to Van Vliet, stolen away. But a defensive player of the year for college basketball, Matisse Thybulle, going into the lane and jamming it down behind Marc Gasol for 2. Dropping down the hammer to him, hungry for the basketball. The rookie from the University of Washington, Matisse Thybulle, doing it himself and jamming it down for 2 right there. And 60-53 is the score. Got ourselves a great game, but Philly on a little bit of a run themselves. Toronto takes a timeout. We have a stoppage in time on the clock, and we're going to go to break here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This is turning into a great game, everybody, tonight. Scoreboard update right now. We'll take a look, see what's going on throughout the NBA. 5th double-digit score. Ibby Watson with 10 points. Wow, yeah, Dayton is just... by how they look right there, if they're performing to like a top part of a team in the A-10 like that, like everybody getting in double-digit scoring mode, that team is looking good. I know that that's just another mid-major team, but still, that looks good, that they're able to blow out teams constantly in their conference. Unlike the Friday night game against St. Louis. St. Louis was there to compete. They were there to compete and fight during that game, and it really showed. So right now, we're just on break. We're going to go over a scoreboard update for you guys right now who are tuning into this game and other games at the moment here. Detroit Pistons lead the Sacramento Kings 73-63 is the score. Thunder up against the Magic by 10, 80-70. Lakers tied up at halftime with the Knicks at 48. Other games going on tonight. Celtics on a run of their own lead the Grizzlies 58-44 by the Boston Celtics. Great end to the second quarter, looks like, by the Caesars. They were trailing by 3, and then they must have ended on like a gigantic second quarter run to go into halftime right now, up by 14 against Memphis. And they're holding Ja Morant to 2 points in 17 minutes. That is a positive there for the Celtics. Ja Morant with 2 points in 17 minutes. Jason Tatum with 21 points. The number 2 scorer for the Celtics is Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice, 12 points, 2 blocks. Whoa. Usually, he is not that efficient. Plus 19 on the court tonight by Daniel Tice out of nowhere. He's doing great tonight. Heat crushing the Wizards, 64-44 in that game, with a minute and a half left to go before halftime. Same as the Clippers there, crushing the Hawks right now, 56-36. Bulls lead the Timberwolves 34-23, and Rockets lead the Nuggets 32-28. That's a scoreboard update with you guys right now, what's going on throughout the NBA. Right now, we're just in the stoppage in time. We'll get right back to the action here in a matter of moments. If you guys are new to the channel, drop the like, hit the subscribe, as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. As I call NBA, NBA playoffs, March Madness, and the college basketball tournament all on the channel. Let's see here. So, Vaughn puts out, it's just, say I did punch that student in the head, which he didn't. What would happen if he actually did it? Well, you would get suspended. And if it's the severity of the punch too, you might get like a criminal charges depending how old you are, especially since you're 18 years old, by the way. And yeah, happy birthday, by the way, today, Vaughn. I remembered. So happy birthday today, as Vaughn's birthday is today, as he turns 18. Looks like Ibby for Dayton has 12 points. Wow, they're crushing St. Bonaventure, 81-57. And Ryan with the update, Vermont leading Maine. Close one, though, 44-39. We're back to action here. 8:35 left to go in the third quarter. Great show indeed. I appreciate it, Old Head Deuce, for stopping by once again. Toronto with the basketball, top of the key. Lowry bounce pass over to Van Vliet. Feeds it inside, back over to Lowry, back over to Van Vliet, flings it over to the right corner. Gasol takes a three. It's up, it's good. From the right corner, adjustments needed right there after commercial break, and they got it for Toronto. They hit the three to start out in their first possession after that timeout. 8:10 left to go in the third quarter. Welcome on the channel, John. Thanks so much for stopping by here on the channel right now. 8:10 left to go in the third, and we have a whistle and a foul committed on the court. Stops the clock reaching. Foul committed by Toronto, so the 76ers will get back to basketball here. Inbounding the ball, Matisse Thybulle just finished off with a slam dunk just a moment ago. Oh, awesome. So Ryan's dad's birthday. Awesome. So John Clark, happy birthday out to you today, as that is Ryan's dad. And a big happy birthday. Right baseline with the basketball for Philadelphia. Floated up and it gets blocked. Toronto now with the ball in transition. They have it. They get a poke stolen away at the half-court logo. Philly gets it back. Right baseline. Joe will drive inside. Horford floated down with over to Simmons. Simmons in the key. Tries to go for the jumper and he gets blocked upon by... Is that going to be Pascal Siakam, I think, and the key was the one who committed the foul. So it stops the clock here. If you guys are new, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe, as I call play-by-play basketball action, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Ben Simmons shooting two at the free throw line for the 76ers. First shot's up. First shot is good. 6-point lead right now. 61-56. 7:45 remains. 49. So happy 49 birthday to John Clark. Second shot, that one is up, and it's a miss. No good by Ben Simmons, rebounded by Toronto. 5-point lead. Toronto with the basketball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Puts the ball into the hands of Marc Gasol at the top of the key now. Try to feed it inside, and the pass, no good. Stolen away, tip deflected in the key, and it gets stolen by Philadelphia. Philly with the basketball. Ben Simmons passes over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz, lob pass into the lane here to Al Horford. Horford at the left baseline. Horford swings it back out. Dribble drive inside Simmons. Dishes it back out to Horford. Swings it over to Korkmaz. Nice perimeter passing, clearing some space. Takes an open three, left corner. But Thybulle can't hit the triple. Gets rebounded by the Raptors. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Toronto with the ball. Oh, they lose control of it in the low post, and Philly will get it back. Philly went under 7 left to go. Horford past the half-court logo. Swings it over to Simmons. Simmons passing over to Korkmaz. Left baseline dribble. Korkmaz swings it back outside. That's a three taken. Top of the key. Money. Philadelphia hits it. Tobias Harris straightened down the triple from the top of the key. 64-56. Welcome on the channel, Amina. It's Amina's brother's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to Amina's brother here. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you guys are new, drop the like, hit the subscribe, and let me know who you're rooting for. If you guys are rooting for the 76ers or the Raptors, let me know down in the chat below. Toronto missed the three-point shot. They got the offensive rebound, though, and they were dribbling at the right wing with it, and that ball gets poked out of bounds. So stoppage in time right now on the clock as we'll get back to basketball action here. 2 likes away from 30 on the channel tonight as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play. 6:24 remaining. Toronto gets the inbound. Ball is last touched out of bounds by Philly. They have it at the right wing of the perimeter into the hands of OG Anunoby. Swings it over to the left wing now for Toronto. Toronto dribble drive inside. Van Vliet gets behind the defense. Can't lay it up, though. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound Philly. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Tobias Harris makes his move inside. Lays it up and in off the backboard for 2 by Tobias. Puts it up to double digits. Philly on a 13-3 run. Last 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Toronto hit the 3 after the timeout. They haven't been able to respond. They have it at the top of the key. Swings it over. Right baseline now for the Raptors. Inside, low post Siakam. Siakam jumper. Hits the rim short. Not even close. Pinwheels back out to Gasol as he gets the offensive rebound. And Harris comes up and commits the reach and foul. So Raptors will get the basketball right back here. 5:45 left to go remaining in the third. Ryan putting in the chat, Maine is down 48-44 still. That's a good fight for a Maine team that did not have a good non-conference play against Vermont, who's at the top of their conference. That is a good run right now from Maine. Hey, welcome on the channel, Samuel. Thanks so much for stopping by here. He likes the Raptors in this one. Welcome to the channel. Fred VanVleet checking out of the game for Toronto now. 5:45 left to go in the third quarter. Toronto will inbound it. They pass it over to the left baseline. Marc Gasol backing his way on Horford. Low post for Gasol. Gasol takes the turnaround left baseline. Jumper money. Marc drains it down, and it is an 8-point game. 66-58, 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play basketball action here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Right baseline dribble. They flip the shot. Too high off the backboard. No good. Philly. Rebound Toronto. Raptors having transition. Bounce pass left baseline. Dribbling here. Low post. Puts up the shot. Lowry can't get to the fall with a lot of contact. No foul. Rebound Philly. Philly here with about 5:10 left to go in the third. They swing it over top of the Harris. Harris with the basketball now for Philly. He is closely guarded by OG Anunoby. Harris moves to the right wing of the three-point perimeter. Feeds this one inside low post. They pass it over to the left corner. The shot's up. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded Kyle Lowry. It was Patrick McCaw. Patrick McCaw was the one who went down bleeding from his face, and McCaw has been ruled out for the rest of this game. It looked like a bad injury at first. It was a face contusion to Patrick McCaw, but he is out for the rest of this game. We have a stoppage in time on the clock. 4:50 left to go in the third. In college football, Vaughn is putting out here, they're ejecting players for tagging in the head. I know for targeting. Yeah, for the NFL, if you like slap them above for the head, or so, like after the play, like their part of the play is done. Like if the quarterback passes the ball and the defensive lineman slaps you in the head, that's roughing the passer call. And they also have that for like targeting. You can't do helmet-to-helmet shots. So right now we're on the stoppage in time of the courts. So we'll get back to action here in just a moment. 66-58 is the score. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play basketball action here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let's see, I'm going to put in my football channel in the chat. If you guys enjoy the NFL, I call play-by-play in the football channel. It is called Final Yard Football on YouTube. You guys are over on the basketball channel right now as I call play-by-play of NBA, NBA playoffs, March Madness tournament, college basketball, all here on this channel. Yes, definitely. Never want to wish any of that on anybody playing. Never want to see an injury because, man, that looked rough. Prayers to Patrick McCaw. Hopefully he'll have a speedy recovery there. It looked really bad. He was just bleeding straight from the face. So yeah, right now we're in the commercial break. Okay, so thanks so much for the update there, Ryan. 26-11 second half gives Rhode Island a 56-49 lead on Duquesne. Wow. So Rhode Island's looking good. Thanks so much for the update there. Of course, I'm from Massachusetts, right down the road from Rhode Island, so I'm going for Rhode Island in that game. I know Ryan wants Duquesne. It would be kind of a feel-good story for Duquesne, too. 15-2 record for them. For Duquesne, and they've got crushed, though, in their two non-conference games. They were against, like, no-name teams. That's the only thing with Duquesne. But they're 5-0 to start out A-10 play. The A-10 is an interesting conference that could possibly get 3 bids, by the way, into the NCAA tournament, depending how everything goes down this year. So right now, we're just on a break. We'll head right back into this game in a matter of moments, everybody, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Scoreboard update. Pistons lead the Kings 78-71 tonight. Other games. Thunder Magic close one. 11 minutes remaining. 92-91 between Thunder and Magic. Lakers Knicks tied up at 48 at halftime. Celtics up against the Grizzlies 58-44. Right now, we're just on a stoppage in time on the channel. 66-58 is the score here. And we have 4:50 left to go in the third quarter once we get back into action. Yeah, let's see what we got. Dayton just blowing out St. Bonaventure College basketball 86-60. Number 16 Auburn now on the second half roll. They lead South Carolina 78-60. Michigan having trouble losing to Penn State by 10. Last 5 minutes, 62-52. Michigan not looking good. They keep on dropping down. That is a problem there for the Wolverines. I'm trying to see if I can get that score of Duquesne against URI to give you guys an update in just a moment, because that's what I am most interested in. Also, Seton Hall is playing Providence tonight, so those are two of the teams right from my region. that are playing tonight. So right now we're just on a break. We're going to get right back into this game in just a moment. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe here. And welcome, guys, to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 19 points, Tobias Harris leading the way tonight for the 76ers. 13 by Ben Simmons, alongside 8 rebounds, 8 assists. For the Raptors at the moment, 17 points by Marcus Gasol leads the scoring. Toronto with the basketball off the inbound. They put up the three, the right corner. They drill it for the triple as that one goes down from behind the arc. It's 66-61 off the inbound as that was Norman Powell with a triple for Toronto. Philly takes the three-point shot. No good by Horford. Rebounded by the Raptors. It's only a 5-point game at the moment. Toronto with the basketball. Dribble drive inside. They put up the shot. And that's going to be an offensive foul anyway. As that was Pascal Siakam put up the shot the right baseline and couldn't get it to go by offensive foul by Toronto. So the ball goes back to Philly. Dayton wins. Crushed them tonight. Dayton wins St. Bonaventure 86-60. Thanks so much, Ryan, for the update. I appreciate it. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. Philadelphia swings it over to the right elbow into the hands of Horford. Horford passes into the hands of Simmons. Put up and in off the backboard on the backdoor cut for 2 by Ben Simmons. 4 minutes remaining now in the third quarter, and a good one tonight. Ben Simmons with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Under 4 left to go. Toronto, low post, swings it back outside to the left baseline now for Toronto. Backing their way on Horford. Low post, foots up the shot. Oh, what a block by Tobias Harris, and Philadelphia has it right back. Philly at the top of the key, swings it over into the lane. Thibault, nice pass over to Horford. Low post. Back to the right wing now, Harris with the basketball with 3:35 left remaining in the third. Harris swings it over to Horford. Horford moves it to the left corner, Neto. Neto back over to Simmons, swings it back to the right wing. They go catch and shoot three, not even close. Missed the rim, hit the front rim short actually. Rebound Toronto Raptors. With the ball, 3:20 remaining in the third. Kyle Lowry, bounce pass. Low post. Nice feed right there for 2. Going into it, Pascal Siakam feeds it off to Serge Ibaka, and Nikeem Ibaka lays it up and in for 2. It's a 5-point game. Timeout on the court by Philadelphia. 68-63 is the score. Make sure to drop the like, hit the thumbs up. If you guys are new, feel free to let me know down in the chat who you're rooting for in this game. We're going to go to another break here in the game right now in the good one. 68-63 with 3:14 remaining in the second half. Or 3:14 remaining actually in the third quarter in this game right now. So we're into the third quarter in this one with 3:14 left to go. What a game, though. Really good matchup tonight between these two teams. Let's take a look. Team statistics right now as we'll go over that. Philadelphia has knocked down 12 three-point shots. Raptors have knocked down 7, but Philly's taken 31 three-point attempts in this game tonight. Rebounding total looks pretty even, 34-34, even at the moment. Same as assists. Assists is tied up at 18 points as well. Philadelphia had a 14-point lead early on. They were getting out to a hot start in the first quarter, but anything, guys, can honestly happen, and that's what's going on right now. 61-50 Rhode Island. Over Duquesne. Stat. Okay, so they got 7 minutes remaining in that game. So 7 minutes remaining. Rhode Island leads Duquesne 61-50. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at the scoreboard total. Rhode Island's got St. Bonaventure and George Mason after that. Hey, welcome in Eric on the channel. What is good? Thanks so much for stopping by here. Joey Wagner is live. Vaughn is punting here. Yeah, Joey Wagner does sports content as well with live streams. That's cool. I wonder if he's covering that game. We're back to action. 3:09 left remaining in a 6-point game. Or a 5-point game. As Philadelphia went to the free throw line and they hit their shot. So 69-63. Toronto just missed the shot. Rebound by Philly. Philly took the 3 left wing. No good. And rebound Toronto. They take it past the half-court logo. Lowry. Dribble drive into the paint. Puts up the shot up and in with a left hand with a layup. And puts this one to a 4-point game. Make sure to smash the like. Hit the thumbs up here as I call play-by-play. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Korkmaz swings it back out on top. They take a 3. No good. Hits the front rim. Philly misses it. Rebound Toronto in a 4-point game. Raptors have it with 2:30 remaining. Ibaka, shot fake, dribble drive inside by Serge, low post, and he gets stripped in the lane with a basketball, but it's going to be a foul picked up by Philadelphia with Ben Simmons. So Simmons picks up the foul in the court. 2:29 left remaining. Wow, 53-51, 3:39 left to go. Vermont is up by only 2 points against Maine. Wow, that's a close game there, Ryan. That'd be huge if Maine was able to get the W. Honestly, anything could happen. Wow. Okay, so shots coming up here by Serge Ibaka at the free throw line for Toronto. Was a shooting foul then committed by Simmons. Ibaka, first shot. This one's up. This one is good. It's a 3-point game at the moment. 69-66. The score. Welcome on the broadcast. Sports and news alert. Very mad right now. Got 2 hours of homework today. Well, that is the reality, man. That is life. Wait until you're in college. When I was in college 3-4 years ago, I wasn't able to watch sports at all. I wasn't able to follow sports at all for my 3 full years in college because I was doing constant homework, 18 hours a night. That is what life is here, man. 2:29 left to go in the third quarter. In life, you're taught to work hard and get at it each and every day. Second shot by Serge Ibaka at the free throw line. This shot is up. This shot hits the front rim. No good. Rebounded by Al Horford of the 76ers. Philadelphia leads by 3. They get the basketball with 2:20 remaining. Top of the key, dribbling Ben Simmons. Bounce pass over to the free throw circle. Harris swings it back to the right corner. They take a 3. It is up. It is good by Korkmaz. He drains down the triple. It's a 6-point lead. 72-66. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. If you guys are new, smash the like, hit the thumbs up. Left double jumper, little floater on the key. They hit it. That shot goes down for 2. It's a 4-point ball game. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons takes it past the half-court logo now. Top of the key by Ben Simmons. Looking to pass it here. He still dribbles that basketball. Makes his move inside. Passes back to the right wing of the 3-point perimeter. Right baseline. They float this one up. Hits the back iron. No good. Rebound Toronto. Serge Ibaka comes with a rebound. Yeah, I am actually, that is for real. A real limb here. 18 hours a night. It's not an exaggeration at all. That is legit what college was for me. 3-point shot. Toronto puts it up. And they hit it. That shot goes down right there for 3 by Fred VanVleet. It's a 1-point ball game. VanVleet now with 10. He's perfect from downtown. 2 for 2. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Left wing 3. This one's up. Hit the front rim. No good by Tobias Harris on the 3-point shot. Rebound Toronto with the last minute of the third quarter. Raptors with the basketball, lob, entry pass into the lane. Into the hands of Hollis Jefferson. Low post, swings it back outside. Oh, a deep 3. This one is up. Oh, it is good. Money, money, money. 13 tonight. In this game by Fred VanVleet. Nothing bigger than that. Hits down the 26-footer all the way from the parking lot outside with a minute left to go. Philadelphia has it. 45 seconds left to go in the third. Toronto with a 2-point lead. Philly, right corner, they take a 3 off the front rim, no good. Pinwheels around as Korkmaz misses the 3, rebounded Toronto. 32 seconds left to go, another 3. Left wing up, no good. Hits the front rim, offensive rebound. VanVleet has it. 16-second differential, shot clock and game clock right now. As the shot clock is down to 6 seconds. Game clock down to 22. VanVleet, step back 3, up in the air, no good. Rattled out, offensive rebound though. VanVleet going up for it, and we get a foul committed by Philly here with 16 seconds remaining right in the key. Fred VanVleet, oh man, what a 3-point shot. Right over Korkmaz. Left just Korkmaz right behind him covering. Or no, the one before was by Korkmaz. They're showing the last one. That was over Simmons. Shot over Simmons. That was a deeper one. What a game. Yeah, it looks like Rip Duquesne. URI's crushing them 67-50. So talk about another easy schedule. That was basically Duquesne this year with another easy schedule. 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter. I'm going to take a look at that schedule, Ryan, because I want to see who Duquesne lost to. I'm pretty sure there's 2 no-name teams in that list that they lost to. They played legitimately like nobody until Rhode Island today. Rhode Island was ranked number 59 last time I checked today in the RPI. Dribble drive. Low post, left. Handed layup goes down for 2 by Kyle Lowry. Largest lead tonight by the Raptors. 4-point lead, 5 seconds remaining. Philly with the basketball. Horford. Oh, he gets contacted and a foul picked up by VanVleet with 2 on the clock. Stoppage in time here. 2.4 left to go in the third quarter as Van Vliet picks up the reach in on Al Horford. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like. One more like away here from 30 on the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by tonight. 2.4 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, a real limit. It was so much, man. It was crazy, but that's what college was for me. I graduated like 3 years ago. Top of the key three. This one is up and no good by Philly, and that is the end of the third quarter. Toronto. They were down by 14 in this game, and now they're leading as we're going to go to the fourth quarter right after these commercial messages, everyone. Don't move a muscle. You guys have been awesome on the channel tonight. I appreciate it as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of basketball here. NBA playoffs, March Madness tournament, college basketball, all on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If any of you guys enjoy the NFL also, I have a football play-by-play channel. Check it out. It is called Final Yard Football. It is on YouTube. Check out that channel as well, as that is my football play-by-play channel right now. So right now we're on commercial break. Let's see here. Taking a look. Leading scores tonight. Tobias Harris leads the way for the 76ers. He's got 20 points tonight for Philadelphia. So Tobias Harris leading the team in scoring at the moment. 15 points by Ben Simmons. Simmons with 15 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. 11 points off the bench by Furkan Korkmaz. Pascal Siakam, 17 points. Or no, 13 points by Siakam, 13 rebounds. It's Marcus Sol, he's the one, 17 points tonight, leading the way in scoring. 16 by Kyle Lowry, 13 by Fred VanVleet. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, A. Lim. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, URI is legit, Ryan. URI beat Alabama by 13. And Alabama crushed Auburn by 19. Everybody is sleeping on Rhode Island. Everybody is. If Rhode Island beats Dayton, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all. Let me check here. Providence against Seton Hall. That is an interesting game, too, tonight for college basketball, because I'm interested to know that score. Oh, it's early on. Providence, Seton Hall just started 10-6. I wouldn't be shocked if Providence wins that game against Seton Hall tonight, but if Seton Hall loses that game, still put them deep in the tournament, I feel like, because nobody knows Kevin Willard's team better than Ed Cooley for the Providence Friars. They both coached together over the summer. The Big East, Miles Powell, Alpha Diallo, Colin Gillespie, the players from the Big East, the big name players from the Big East Conference, all played together on the same team in the Pan American Games that the Big East represented country USA, and they got a bronze medal during the summer in the Pan American Games. I think they played out in Argentina. But yeah, Ed Cooley was the head coach of that team alongside of Ed Cooley is the head coach of Providence, coached the Team USA for the Pan American Games in the summer, alongside Kevin Willard of Seton Hall, and also Brown Bears head coach Mike Martin. Those were the three coaches for that Pan American Games over the summer. So I wouldn't be shocked if Providence goes in tonight to Seton Hall and gets the win, but still, I really like Seton Hall this season. And I don't think they have Sandro Mamakhalashvili back either. I think he's still injured. He's the number 2 scorer for the Pirates this year. Yeah, so URI is crushing Duquesne, according to Ryan. Watch out. Fats Russell is only a junior. But that team looks good. Fats Russell and Cyril Langevin, when those two are on the court together and when they produce, that team is good. And they won. They won by, I think, 12 points against the worst team in the conference a week ago against St. Joseph's. Don't let that score fool you. They were without their number 2 scorer in the lineup. I guess he played a charity game by college basketball, and the NCAA banned him for a game. I think that was Tyrese Martin for URI. He got banned for a game because he played in a charity event that the NCAA found out that banned him for the St. Joseph's game, but he came back and he is playing today. So we're back to action right now. Top of the key. Philadelphia with the basketball as we start out the fourth quarter. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like as I call play-by-play. And we have a foul through the first 14 seconds of the fourth quarter right now. Picked up on the court. Let's see, right back in the chat. Landon, of course, huge Kentucky fan. Georgia Tech trying to win. Wow, Georgia Tech is up by 1. Thanks so much for the update as they lead Louisville 65-64. And Vermont leading Maine by 3. But what a fight tonight by Maine in college basketball. Toronto has it. That was an offensive foul by Philly. Ooh, somebody by Toronto a little bit banged up as they had it. That was Norman Powell. Powell able to get to his feet, though. He's reaching towards his belly area right there as he got knocked down, but Powell able to get back up onto his feet. Korkmaz. He just banged right into Korkmaz on the screen. So another offensive foul. Back-to-back offensive fouls to start out the fourth quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball. They have it. Top of the key, Neto. Dribble drive inside. Dish it back to Korkmaz. Shot fake. Clear some space. Open three. This one is up. No good. Missed three-point shot by Korkmaz. Rebound Toronto. Inside low post. They put it up by Powell and he gets blocked. Blocking foul coming by Philadelphia. 11:17 left to go on the clock. 2 shots coming up by Norman Powell of the Raptors at the free throw line. Hey, we got 24 people watching. If you guys are new, make sure to smash the like down below. Hit the subscribe, guys. One more like away from 30 tonight. If you guys enjoy what I do, I call play-by-play of the NBA, college basketball on the stream. Make sure to be a part here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let me know down in the chat who you're rooting for down below. First shot good at the free throw line by Norman Powell. Largest lead tonight by the Raptors. They are up by 5, 77-72. Shot number 2 at the free throw line by Norman Powell. This one is up. This one is through. It's a 6-point lead. Inbound by Philly. Past the half-court line. It's Furkan Korkmaz. Korkmaz at the right wing. Dribbles right baseline with the basketball. Korkmaz at the right elbow. Puts the ball into the hands of Mike Scott. Mike Scott now with the ball. Back over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz at the Scotiabank Arena logo. Swings it over. Mike Scott back over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz floater in the key and he gets fouled. And Furkan Korkmaz will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 11 minutes remaining. Left to go. Korkmaz to shoot 2. Avery Lim, a Raptors fan. Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do a mix here, play-by-play, NBA, college basketball, mix of both of them on the stream with a bunch of teams. 2 shots, Furkan Korkmaz. First one is a miss. No good. He has had an off night in the second half tonight. Georgia Tech won the tie-up. Wow. Georgia Tech has a chance to take the lead against Louisville. That is shocking. Thanks so much for the scoreboard update right there, Landon. Second shot good at the free throw line. It's a 5-point game, 78-73, where Korkmaz hits the second one. Toronto with an inbound past the half-court logo with Fred VanVleet. VanVleet with the basketball. He has it the right wing. They take a 3. This one's up. No good by VanVleet. Defensive rebound by Pele as the 76 have it. Takes it past the half-court logo. Swings it over to the right corner. Korkmaz with the basketball. Dish it back out to the right elbow into the hands of Pele. Back in his way. Jumper. This one. Air ball. Not even close. Rebounded by Toronto. Raptors have it. Past the half-court logo. 10:30 remaining. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. 3-point shot taken. Serge Ibaka. Top of the key. Draining it down. 3-point triple right there by the Raptors with their largest lead tonight. Timeout called on the court by Philadelphia. 81-73 is the score as the Raptors lead it with 10:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. What a comeback. Philadelphia in the first quarter was leading this one by 14, and now the Raptors have made a comeback. By the way, Celtics cruising over the Grizzlies once again tonight. Scoreboard update for you guys. Celtics lead the Grizzlies 80-54, outscoring Memphis in the third quarter 22-10. Lakers lead the Knicks 63-56. Close game. Thunder Magic 109-106. As that game is going on, last 3 minutes in the fourth quarter over there. Pistons lead the Kings 98-82 is the score. And other games throughout the NBA tonight. Heat up against the Wizards 72-62. Clippers up against the Hawks 61-53. That's a scoreboard update for you guys. We'll be back right into this game in a couple of moments as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball tonight on YouTube. Scoreboard update. 23 seconds remaining. Louisville at the free throw line. Malik Williams just made the free throw. So the Cardinals, number 6 in the nation, leading Georgia Tech close game 66-64. Other games tonight, college basketball. Number 7 Dayton knocking off St. Bonaventure 86-60. Number 16 Auburn beating South Carolina 80-67. Number 10 Seton Hall, tight one early on against Providence 17-14. Is the score. Going over to the A10 here for college basketball. Got a scoreboard update for you guys here. What else is going on for basketball? Rhode Island winners over Duquesne tonight by 22, 77-55. URI outscoring Duquesne in the second half, 47-17 to get the victory. Rams improved to 13-5 overall as that team is heating up. RPI of 59. It's going to get better. They just beat off the RPI of 56 team in college basketball, Duquesne. Watch out for that A-10. That bunch there, Richmond, Rhode Island, St. Louis. That could be a three-bid conference league when you get into March Madness. Dayton, VCU, and a combination of either St. Louis, Rhode Island, or Richmond, whoever comes out of that one. So right now, we're just on this break. We'll get back to action in just a matter of moments, everyone. Landon updating me as he is a Kentucky fan rooting for Louisville to lose in that game as out of bounds. Louisville missed the free throw and it went out of bounds. Wow, so Georgia Tech has a chance to tie it up. Wow, they're only losing by 2. I think it's 66-64 the score of that game right now. That is intense. Georgia Tech isn't even good this year for basketball. They're 8-10 and they have a chance to beat Louisville. Wow. Okay, so Louisville trying to end the game at the free throw line. Okay. So right now we're just on break. Commercial break at the moment. We're going to get right back here, everybody. 76ers, Raptors, Toronto with their largest lead of the game, up by 8 at the moment, 81-73. That's going to be a huge game. Dayton against Richmond. That'll be a massive game. Richmond beat Rhode Island. I think 2 weeks ago. That was Rhode Island's last loss. But Fats Russell, he had his worst scoring game of the season against Richmond. That was the reason why they lost. They weren't able to get much out of Fats Russell. And that Richmond team is pretty good too. That's going to be a 3-bid conference, I believe. Maine just tied at, oh my gosh, 57 against Vermont. That's the top of the conference. Imagine if Maine goes to the NCAA tournament. That would be insane. 10 minutes left remaining in the fourth quarter. Philly back with the basketball. Korkmaz going inside. Floater gets it up and in at the free throw circle. It's good for 2. 81-75. Raptors have the basketball back under 10 minutes remaining. Thanks so much for stopping by as I call play-by-play basketball on the channel. Make sure to spike the like, hit the thumbs up. Raptors have it. Dribble drive inside. Ibaka floats it up. Tons of contact. No foul. And it gets going the other way in a rebound by Philadelphia. Philly has it. Mike Scott takes the 3 left corner. It's up. It's good. Mike Scott with a triple. 3-point game, everybody. 81-78. 9:30 remaining. Raptors with the basketball. They have a top of the key. Fred VanVleet dribbling towards the right elbow. VanVleet makes his way inside in the key. Guarded by Neto. VanVleet. Oh, nice pass over to Hollis Jefferson. Couldn't finish to the hole and the ball got tipped out of bounds. Touched by who? Who's it touched by? It's going to be a big call by the refs here as they meet at the court and they say it as last touch by Philadelphia. Raptors will get it back in their front court. 9:21 left to go in the fourth quarter as the Raptors will inbound this basketball in just a moment underneath their hoop. They pass it over top of the key into the hands of Terrence Davis. Swings it back out wide. A 3 taken up. It's good. Fred VanVleet, baby, dropping down the triple for the Raptors. Oh, man, he's had a bunch of those tonight. 9 minutes left remaining. Philly with the basketball, right wing of the perimeter for the 76ers. They have it into the hands of Korkmaz. Puts it into the hands of Pelly, back over to Korkmaz. Dishes this one, low post into the hands of Harris. Harris back in his way. Passes down and over to the right wing. Now Philadelphia still with the basketball. 8 on the shot clock. Making their way inside with a dribble drive. Turnaround jumper. This one's up. No good off the backboard. Rebounded by Toronto with 8:45 left to go. Raptors have it. Into the hands of VanVleet, having a monster game. VanVleet going into the lane. Oh, he had a clear path and he missed the layup. It was blocked from behind. Should have just blew right behind him, though. Pass over to Philadelphia. Corner 3. It's up. It's good. Shake Milton. Two-way player here for the team. Coming in clutch tonight with that triple. With 8:20 left to go, Louisville survives according to Landon. What a game, though. They took Georgia Tech took them all the way down to the wire. Toronto with the basketball, dribbling in a lot of coverage right there inside the low post by Terrence Davis, and it's going to stop the clock. Reach and foul committed by Philadelphia as Davis was dribbling at the free throw circle. If you guys enjoy what I do, I call play-by-play. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the channel, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 8:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Great one tonight. Toronto will inbound it in their front court. Looking to pass it, they do, into the hands of Serge Ibaka. Ibaka makes his move to the right wing now. VanVleet has it. VanVleet looking to pass it. Bounce pass. into the hands of Norman Powell. Powell dribbling the basketball at the edge of the Raptors logo. Powell takes the three, top of the key. It's up, no good, off the mark, and rebounded by Neto of the 76ers. 76ers have it. Swings it back over to the left wing. 7:50 remaining in this game. Welcome on the channel, Kristen. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it. Tobias Harris swings it back over to Pele. Pele moving towards his right. Almost got it stripped from in. The ball was almost taken away by Van Vliet. Pele passes over to Harris, and that pass off the mark, but tapped out of bounds by Terrence Davis. Philly will get it back. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 7:38 remaining. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. By the way, guys, I've never called a buzzer beater before. This would be pretty cool if I was able to call one tonight. We got ourselves a one-in-a-kind game to do so, like this one tonight. Neto inbounds it for the 76ers into the hands of Tobias Harris. Harris takes a difficult jumper, right elbow off the mark, no good. Hollis Jefferson grabs the rebound for the Raptors, puts the ball into the hands of Lowry. Lowry top of the key, as he is guarded now by Neto. Pass it over to Ibaka. Ibaka takes the jumper. Free throw circle, no good. Rattled just out. Rebound Philly. 7:15 remaining. 76ers with the basketball. Korkmaz has it. Furkan Korkmaz, right wing perimeter dribbling. He now makes his move to the free throw circle inside. Feeds it over. Oh, missed the slam dunk at the left baseline by Pele. They get the offensive rebounds. Pele tried to put it up. He gets fouled the second time. Norvel Pele going to the free throw line. 7:04 left to go. Should have had the slam dunk at the left baseline to jam it down. Avery Lim likes Terrence Davis. Yeah, Terrence Davis had a big night last week against the Wizards. Like, who would have ever known that Terrence Davis would be this good off the bench this year for the Raptors? I am shocked. Terrence Davis coming from Ole Miss. Ole Miss not really known to be like a good, strong basketball program for college basketball, but I am shocked that Terrence Davis out of nowhere produced off the bench, dropped down 23 points in the win against the Wizards last Friday. First shot's up. First shot is good by Philly. It's a 2-point game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody, as I call play-by-play basketball action as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Second shot hits the front rim. No good. Rebound Toronto with 7 minutes remaining. If you guys are new to the channel, let me know down in the chat who you're rooting for in this matchup tonight. Dribble drive inside Raptors. Put up the shot. Left-handed layup. They lay it up and in 4-2. Norman Powell takes it to the hole. 4-point lead by Toronto. 6:45 left to go. Philadelphia takes it past the half-court logo. Ben Simmons. Lob over the top. As Serge Ibaka picks it off. 2-on-1 fast break. Going to the hole. Ibaka jamming it down for 2. Off the fast break. I don't know what that pass was at all for Ben Simmons. Just lobbed it up there in a 1-on-1, and Serge Ibaka took it away in a 2-on-1 and all the way to the lane right there. Ibaka steals it right from the hands of Pele. Pass it over to Hollis Jefferson. Back over to Ibaka on the 2-on-1 fast break and jams it down. Hey, what is good, Eric? Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it right now. Got ourselves a good one. 88-82 Toronto leading this game, everybody, with 6:35 left to go. And welcome in Bill Peters. Welcome on the channel once again, Bill Peters. Do I like rap music? Back in the day, the vintage stuff, like 2000s rap was good. Like the classic Eminem tracks, like all that stuff back in the 2000s. Rap music nowadays isn't as like good as it was like back in like the 2000s though. So right now we're just on break. Make sure to smash the like if you guys haven't already done so. Hit the subscribe here. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Ryan. They fought all the way to the last whistle, though. 40 minutes of college basketball they played tonight against Vermont. 59-57. Jeez, what a game, though. You should be very proud of Maine, though, for how they played against the best team from their conference. If they can do that against Stony Brook, too, because Stony Brook is number 2 alongside Vermont, that would be good as well for Maine. Looks like they're progressing so much. That's good. I feel like for Maine, for college basketball this year, they're one of like the under the radar. I mean they're mid-major, but I feel like their record doesn't really say who they are as a team. They played at Hawaii. It was at Hawaii where they played. The longest trip in college basketball history, from Maine to Hawaii. They also played at Portland. They took on the Portland Pilots in Washington, I believe, in a neutral court. So they played all these West Coast games, and now they're finally taking on teams back to action in their conference, in their region. Welcome back on the channel, Chase Miller. Yes, so Louisville beat Georgia Tech. Close game, though, 68-64 was the final. Yeah, Louisville down by 6 points from what I heard at halftime, yes. And they came back and won it. Wow, that was a tight game. But no problem, Chase. You left the stream to watch that game. No problem, my man. This channel is basically up for you guys. Feel free whenever to stop by. Currently, we're just on this commercial break. We'll get right back here in just a matter of moments. Avery Lim putting out Toronto loses Danny Green and Kawhi, and basically just as good. Yeah, this has been one of the shocks this season. That this team is number 3 right now in the Eastern Conference, and they are deep with their bench. Who they have, it's different nights. Players going off from their bench. Norman Powell has been able to produce. Serge Ibaka. Norman Powell averaging like 20 points per game in the new year so far. First 5 games for him in 2020. He's done an awesome job for the Raptors. So this has been a shock. One of the biggest high-rising teams for Toronto. That they just exceeded expectations big time. I thought that they would be more of a 6 or a 7 this year if I had to project their seeding for the conference. But they've been one of the biggest high risers as far as exceeding expectations, whereas the 76ers have been one of the bigger disappointments, but they are coming back, though, for Philadelphia. They just went from 6th to 5th in the standings a couple nights ago, but the Brooklyn Nets now looking like they're just a big-time disappointment. Of course, Golden State, we all thought would be in the playoffs once again, but in the back a little bit with losing KD over to Brooklyn, but Golden State goes from basically NBA Finals to winning the Western Conference to just dead last in the NBA. Alright, so we're going to get right back to action right now on the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here. Eric pointing out we beat Georgia Tech by 4 points for Louisville. Pathetic. Should have beat them by 20. Yeah, that is college basketball for you. You honestly don't know. And what's even more embarrassing for Louisville is that game was at home. That was at their home arena. I can't do the Zion game next. That's too late for me. I gotta get up to work tomorrow. So no Pelicans versus Spurs after this one, because that game's not gonna end at midnight. I get up early in the morning to go to work. They're on the schedule quite a bit, though, for the Pelicans, so I should be able to cover them quite a bit. For all you guys thinking that Zion's going to go off tonight for like 30+, what everybody's expecting, I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to be on a minute restriction, going for like 8 to 10 minutes most likely tonight for Zion. I don't see him getting many points. Somebody put over under 10 points. I got him on the under 10 for like 8 points tonight. I see him on like a minute restriction. I don't see them rushing Zion at all tonight. Alright, we're going to get right back to action, everybody. Toronto with the free throw line. 88-82 is the score. 6:35 left to go in the first quarter. The and one by Serge Ibaka. This one is up. This one is good as we are back to action. 7-point lead here by the Raptors. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play basketball action here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let me know down in the chat who you're rooting for as well. Philadelphia swings over left corner. A 3 taken Mike Scott. No good off the rim. Rebounded by Toronto. 6:20 left to go. Raptors have it past the half-court logo. Dribble drive inside left baseline. Floats it up. And Powell floated up, and there was a foul right there in the court. I think it's going to be offensive by Toronto, so the ball will go back to Philly. 6:15 remaining. There's going to be an inbound coming up in just a moment. Philadelphia will get the inbound. 6:15 left to go. Oh, they're going to call goaltend, actually. So goaltend was the call on the floor. So 91-82 is the score. 6:10 left to go. Philly. Low post. Simmons has the ball stripped and stolen away from him from behind as he tried to pass it back out. Toronto has it. Left wing of the perimeter. Setting up the offense here for the Raptors. Raptors top of the key. Taking their time with the basketball with under 6 left remaining. They make their move at the right elbow. Dribble drive inside. Siakam floats it up. Tons of contact. No foul. Siakam is down. Gets back up. Rebounded Philly. Down by 9. 76ers have the ball. They have it at the top of the key. Harris, lob pass over to Horford. Horford at the free throw circle. Passes back outside the 3. Taken Thibault. It is up. It is good by Matisse Thibault for the triple. It is back to a 6-point game. 91-85. 5:30 left to go right now. In the fourth quarter, got ourselves a good one. Fred VanVleet dribbles past the half-court logo. Puts the ball now into the hands of Kyle Lowry. Lowry lobs it over to Ibaka. Ibaka, low post. Serge Ibaka Thinking about passing it, he does. Pass it back over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet, left elbow, makes his move. Passes over left corner. That's a 3. This one is up. No good. Rattled around the rim. Rebounded by the 76ers. 6-point game. Make sure to drop the like. Hit the subscribe, everyone. 5 minutes remaining. Left corner 3. Up in the air. Thigh ball. Got it. It's getting interesting. Back-to-back triples by Matisse Thybulle in the last 2 possessions. 91-88. 4:50 left to go. Raptors with the basketball. Toronto has it at the top of the key. Van Vliet drilling towards the right wing of the perimeter at the Scotia Bank logo. Bounce pass. Inside. Norman Powell into the lane. Lays it up and in with a burst of speed in the key for 2. 93-88 with 4.5 left remaining here. What a game tonight. This has been a great game back and forth. Philly. Dribble jive. Low post. Simmons tried to go for the slam dunk. Oh my goodness! How did he do that? He missed the slam dunk, went off the top of the iron, and it went right back into the net for 2. Oh my goodness, Ben Simmons hits it on the slam dunk somehow, some way. That was crazy. We're going to have to see a replay of that later on. Search on that on Twitter. I bet it's already on somebody who has that. That was insane. Left-handed jam with Ben Simmons, goes off the top of the rim and floats right back into the net. That was insane. Just blows past Siakam into the lane with a left hand. Simmons has got 17 points, close to a triple-double. No cigar, though. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. 4:14 left to go. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe if any of you guys are new to the channel. Let me know in the chat if you're new who you're rooting for in this game. Toronto takes an open 3. Siakam puts it up. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded by Philadelphia. Ben Simmons past the half-court logo dribbling. Simmons, free throw circle, swings it out to Horford. Now over to Pele. And into the hands of Tobias Harris. Left baseline. Harris floats it back outside. Thybulle at the free throw circle. Oh, Thybulle stripped into the lane. Oh, what a save, though. What a save for a second by Philadelphia. They couldn't get it back, and Philly commits the foul as the ball went over the top, and we got 3:48 remaining. So I'll go right back to the chat here. Avery Lim pointing out no interest in college basketball for him, but his grandfather was a diehard Michigan fan, so he supports the Wolverines. Go Blue. No problem, man. I appreciate having you in the platform here. You guys have been awesome tonight in the chat. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Toronto. Number 24, Norman Powell. The shot is up by Powell. No good. Hits the front rim. Eric has his Zion prediction. He says 6 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. That seems pretty realistic tonight to what a lot of the people who have thought about this game are thinking about, but ESPN just keeps on hyping this up that Zion is going to get like 30 points tonight and play like 30 minutes or so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's on a minute restriction. Toronto hits the free throw. 3:40 left to go. They have a top of the key. They take a 3. Horford, this one's up, no good. Hits back on a rebound by Powell. Toronto with the ball. They lead by 4. Dribble drive inside. Norman Powell passes it back outside to the left wing. 3-point perimeter. Swing it over to the top of the key. Toronto going to set it up now into the hands of Fred VanVleet. 3:20 left remaining. VanVleet swings it to the left wing. They make their move inside. Is that Siakam? Siakam floater gets it up and in for 2 right there by Pascal Siakam at the left elbow with 3:10 left to go. Welcome Camille to the stream here. Ben Simmons looking good to be an all-star starter this season. Triple-double machine this year for Ben Simmons. Left wing perimeter, under 3 left to go in the 4th quarter. Bounce pass to the left elbow. Into the hands of Al Horford. Horford, left baseline, takes the fadeaway. This one is up, no good, rattled out. Ibaka coming up with the rebounds. Let's see, we're almost there. 13 more to 900, guys. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe. 2:40 left remaining. Toronto with the basketball. They lead by 6. Raptors at the left wing of the 3-point perimeter. Into the hands of Siakam. Siakam looking like the all-star game could be in his hands too come February. Siakam, left baseline, passes off to Van Vliet, but Siakam bumps into Korkmaz. Korkmaz is down, and Siakam gets called with the offensive foul. So Korkmaz takes the charge as Siakam runs him over at the left elbow. And the ball will go back to Philadelphia here in a 6-point game. Yes, indeed, coaches can't use bad players to... bad language to players there, Vaughn's putting in the chat. Welcome to the channel here, Davio Rosa. Thanks so much for stopping by. Puts out Ben Simmons, real leader of the Sixers. This Philadelphia team's been hot. This would be a huge road win for them. They've been hot without Joel Embiid in the lineup. So currently we're on the commercial break, 96-90 to score. 2:30 remaining here, guys. Make sure to smash the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know in the chat if you guys are new, who you're rooting for in this matchup here as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of college basketball, NBA, March Madness tournament, NBA playoffs, all here on the channel. 96-90 is the score. Other games going on right now. NBA. Pistons lead the Kings 125-106. Final minute in their game. Lakers up against the Knicks 83-70. Celtics killing the Grizzlies tonight 105-77. Heat up against the Wizards 90-83. And at the end of the third, Clippers up against the Hawks 75-69. Those are the numbers so far right now. Taking a look, box score at the moment. Leading scorer for the 76ers, Tobias Harris got 20. Ben Simmons, double-double tonight, 17 points, 10 rebounds. He only needs 2 more assists, and he has got that triple-double tonight for Ben Simmons. He's right now 17 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists for Ben Simmons. Matisse Thybulle's been clutch. Has hit 3 3-point shots. Thibault, 13 points tonight in this game for the 76ers. 14 off the bench by Korkmaz. For the Raptors, leading scorer tonight, 17 by Marc Gasol, 16 by Lowry and Van Vliet. Van Vliet 4 for 5 from downtown, 15 points by Pascal Siakam, and 16 off the bench by Norman Powell. Norman Powell he has been averaging about 20 points per game during the new year now, the 5 games that he has played so far in the new year for Norman Powell. So currently we're on this break. We'll get right back in action in just a moment. Terrence Davis has yet to score tonight. He's got 13 points. He's got 6 rebounds, though 3 assists by Terrence Davis. He had a great game last week against Atlanta. He scored down 23 points off the bench. Do I like peanut butter? Yeah, peanut butter's pretty cool. I usually have the all-natural kind, though, for peanut butter. 2:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shots coming up at the free throw line now by the Raptors by Serge Ibaka as he was fouled right before we got to commercial break. So 2 at the free throw line by the Raptors. First shot's up by Siakam. This one, no good. Rattled around the rim and out. If you guys are new, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe. Eric on the channel here, Ben Simmons isn't trending on Twitter yet, but Mr. Peanut, Seattle Shooting, and Gritty R, you like Simmons better as a trend. There we go. Mr. Peanut over on Twitter. And yesterday, the big thing on Twitter, K-State versus Kansas, the massive brawl that went down. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out online. Second shot. That one is good at the free throw line. 97-90 to score. Patrick putting here, always waiting for me to call Iverson's name when you call 76ers games. Yep, the classic good old days with AI. I might actually have a throwback jersey to AI. I have to see if I can dig that from my closet or so. I have a couple of throwback jerseys in there. I think I have a Kobe Bryant in there somehow. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Korkmaz floats it up. And the key, no good on the shot. Rebound to Toronto. 7-point lead by the Raptors. With about 2:05 left remaining. Takes it past the half-court logo. Van Vliet, deep 3 shot by Fred Van Vliet. He drains it down. Gotta move the scoreboard a little bit to the left since we have triple digits on the board. Fred Van Vliet from the parking lot nails down the 26-foot shot. 100-90 as Philadelphia calls a timeout on the courts. That was a huge 3-point shot. That is not the only big 3-point shot that Fred Van Vliet has put out from like 25, 26 feet out from today's game. Just hitting these ridiculous threes, and that is a massive 3-point shot with 2 minutes remaining in this game. Yeah, OG Anunoby's got no points as well tonight in 21 minutes. So OG, no points tonight. Hollis Jefferson hasn't scored either tonight. And also, what I said earlier about Terrence Davis, he's played 13 minutes. He's got no points, but nothing bigger than that shot. Left wing 3-point shot, and it goes down right there, draining down the triple. What a big night by Fred Van Vliet. He is the leading scorer now for the Raptors with 19. Van Vliet with 19, 17 by Marc Gasol, 16 by Siakam, and 16 by Lowry. Raptors have drained down 12 3-point shots. It was Philadelphia early on in the game in the first quarter knocking down the triples. Philly has knocked down 17 3-point shots tonight, by the way, in this game. So talk about the 3-point shots. There's a lot of triples going down. Yes, Eric saw that. Sad that they killed Mr. Peanut. Oh, man. Currently, we're just on a break here in the game. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 40, guys. It'd be awesome if we can get to 40 before I sign off. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel. Mix of different teams every day, week in, week out. It's a different mix of a bunch of teams. NBA, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA playoffs. As we're back to action, 2 minutes left to go. Philadelphia with the basketball. They trail by 10. Lob it inside. Low post. They put up the shot. That shot hits the bottom part of the rim as Thibault couldn't get it on his shot. Rebounded by Siakam. Raptors with the basketball. 1:45 left to go. Double team trap set up by Philadelphia. They put the ball into the hands of Lowry with 1:40 remaining. Kyle Lowry with the ball now at the left wing. Puts into the hands of Van Vliet. Van Vliet having a monster game with 19. Fred Van Vliet. 5 on the shot clock. Van Vliet. Step back 3. In the air. It is up. It is good. Fred Van Vliet with a triple, and it's a 13-point lead, putting on what could be the exclamation point tonight with 1:30 remaining. 103-90. Philadelphia with the basketball. Dribbling now at the left elbow. Simmons swings it back out. Too much passing. Harris takes the catch and shoot 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound by Toronto. 22 points tonight, by the way, by Fred Van Vliet. Knocking down back-to-back triples on the last 2 possessions. Back over to Ibaka here for Toronto. 1:10 left to go. Looks like the Raptors going to get the W in this one. Handoff Van Vliet. Back over to the edge of the Raptors logo. Philly not falling. A minute left remaining. 5 in the shot clock. Dribbles towards their right now. Siakam. 3 in the air by Siakam. Rattled around the rim. No good. It was a miss. Rebounded by Philadelphia. 13-point game. Under a minute left to go. 52 seconds. Simmons. A lot of dribbling here to the left. Harris swings it back out to the right wing. Horford passes over. Shot fake. As they just float up a shot. It's by Korkmaz from 3-point range. And it was 45 seconds left. Let's see. Right back on the chat. Camille pointing out Ben Simmons needs to be aggressive to win this game here. Eric likes to revive Mr. Peanut. Van Vliet, great player, could be a starter on most of these teams. He is starting tonight, by the way, for Toronto, so he is in the starting 5 tonight. I will be off tomorrow. I'll be off tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday for you guys for the next stream. I think it's NBA. It's Heat versus Clippers. I think that's at 8 o'clock for the national TV. ESPN. Clippers versus Heat, 8 o'clock. That's my next planned stream. And then I do plan to do Texas Tech versus Kentucky as well. Yes, Sixers haven't scored. It's been a while indeed. It's been 3 minutes. Wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Sebastian. Man. 40 seconds remaining. Sixers just going to the free throw line. First shot's up. First shot is good. As they hit that one with Tobias Harris. A lot of dribbling going on for Philadelphia. They did not foul Toronto either. And just down the stretch, Fred Van Vliet lethal on this one with some big triples that he knocked down in this game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play here of basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I should be back next stream for you guys on Friday. Second shot's good as well. 103-92. Raptors will inbound it. 40 seconds remaining. Man, that's not good. Jason Tatum is the Celtics team. He is the leader for the Celtics. Oh man, that's bad. So he injures his groin. Hopefully it's not severe. They are crushing Memphis, I believe, right now, though. Let's take a look at that score. We had a foul just committed on the court, picked up by Philadelphia. 115-85. Celtics are destroying Memphis tonight. Last 3 minutes there. So that's something definitely to monitor on. Will be the injury to Jason Tatum. I appreciate it, Avery Lim. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. I appreciate it. 103-92 the score, and we're into the final 40 seconds or so in this stream. If you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe button as well. I do plan, I'm going to be out on Saturday most of the day, but I do plan to be back Saturday later in the day. I'm out from 9 to 4:30 on Saturday. I do plan to be back for Texas Tech versus Kentucky for college basketball at 6 o'clock on Saturday. 40 seconds remaining. Should have shots coming up at the free throw line. The refs are sorting this right out on the court as we speak at the moment. You guys have been awesome on the chat today. You guys have been awesome here. We've had some really good streams this past week or so. This ball will actually be inbounded by the Raptors with 38 seconds remaining as Philly needs to commit some more fouls so they can go to the line. That ball goes into the hands of Norman Powell, left wing perimeter. Tobias Harris picks up the foul. Samuel putting out here, good game management by the Raptors. Yeah, there was somebody was in my chat during the first quarter only. Don't know who that was, but somebody was in here. Quarter number 1, and he was like, I bet on the Raptors tonight. Uh-oh, this not looking good. He was in the chat when they were down by 14 points early on in the first quarter. Great comeback tonight. This is basically the reason why you play 48 minutes of basketball in the NBA. Don't give up. And this is definitely a statement tonight that Toronto has done. Norman Powell hits both of them at the free throw line. 105-92. And the team at home that is going to go 16-7 at their home court tonight at Scotiabank beats the team that will fall to 9-15 on the road. That's a three-point shot taken. It's up and it's good by Korkmaz, but the damage has been done. 105-95. Last 25 seconds. Siakam gets behind the defense, jams it down for two, but the Raptors win another exclamation point, even though this game has been done for a while since the Van Vliet 3. 107-95. Last 20 seconds remaining. Horford dribbling the basketball. Serge Ibaka still playing with him. Last 15 seconds. Horford, right baseline. Floats up the shot. Two strung off the basketball hoop and rebounded by Norman Powell. 9 seconds remaining, and the Raptors just going to dribble out the clock. Good win tonight by Toronto here. Philadelphia had it, though. Killer for you guys who were in the chat that were a 76ers fan. That's a crusher for you guys tonight, because you guys were up by 14 in the first quarter in this game, and this game has just gone final right now. 107-95. But, man, Toronto gets it done. Fred VanVleet, what a game tonight by the Raptors getting it done. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by on the channel. I really do appreciate it. 107-95 is the final score here. Ben Simmons with a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds. And Fred VanVleet led all scorers for the Raptors with 22 tonight in this game. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man Patrick. Once again, you guys were awesome on the chat. Before I sign off, make sure to hit that like down below. Hit that big red subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. Also, I'm going to post in here in the chat. Feel free, if you guys enjoy the NFL, check me out on my football play-by-play channel. I'll be calling the Super Bowl on Final Yard Football on YouTube. Feel free to check that out as well, as this is my basketball channel. I do a mix of NBA, college basketball over here on the stream, but you guys were awesome tonight on the channel. I appreciate it for everybody who joined on during tonight's game. Welcome in the new people here. Eric, welcome on the channel here. Raptors fan, and John Sisson on the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here. Going to sign off on the stream right now. Raptors get the W against the Philadelphia 76ers. 107-95. Going to sign off right now, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, everyone.